And with that, cue the music. And these negotiations, as I said, you see 5 from Egio. Learn that they do go by some kind of some measure of call names. The girl that climbed up on the roof and fixed the tower was Payday. Her ex-boyfriend apparently was Mayday, and then of course you know Handsome Jim. The one that almost shot Zoe is Komodo. And I think you guys decided during your out-of-character midweek planning that you wanted to go with the option of simply hiring them as additional security basically on your ship.
Was it for security? I thought it was for more salvaging people.
Yes, all of the above.
Yeah, I think it was all of the above. Yeah.
They have many talents, and we are going to exploit all of them. For money.
Okay.
That doesn't sound like something we'd do. Oh, wait.
Handsome Jim tells you that they are actually expecting to be picked up by the Leaping Ferret on tomorrow morning.
All right.
I'm sorry, and I'm glad.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, Xander died.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about these people on the Leaping Ferret? Or do we? They seem like they might be Weasley sorts.
Well, they've been tight-lipped with the exception of what needed to be said in talking about possible contracting and leaving their current employment, but they seem to bear no particular ill will to the Leaping Ferret. And there's a mixture of feelings towards their current employer, a man by the name of Lily John.
Any relation to Lily Grace?
No relation to Lily Grace.
Okay. You never know.
Yeah, maybe. Payday pointedly points out that Lily John is actually Lee John, and just goes by Lily John voluntarily. She does not seem impressed by this.
It's fine. They just have a flowery personality.
And it's near the end of the day for all of you. So, what are you guys doing? Are you heading back to your ship? Do you want to hang out and talk with them?
Yeah, let's see what's going on with these guys.
I mean, the ship's right frickin' here. We can hang out in the ship.
You want to take them to your ship?
We are right next to it.
Probably had the Marauder, right?
No, we have the Raza.
Yeah.
Oh, you had the Raza back at the scavenging operation.
Almost. Jai was going to take it, and then they put Handsome Jim on a line with him.
Yep. I started turning around when I realized they were a lot closer than we'd thought they might be.
I missed that.
Yeah, so you're over there at your site. You're still just piling things up in a convenient location for later pickup. It's quite inconvenient, really. But it's actually the same thing that they're apparently doing. They haven't told you where where their ship is supposed to meet and pick them up, but it's clear from conversation with them that they do just scavenge the sites that they're told to scavenge, and gather all of that material in a certain location where the ship is going to come and pick them up and the cargo with it.
Have they told us where they go when the ship picks them up?
Yes, by indirectly, they've
Mhm.
revealed that Lily John is on Kamiego.
Hmm.
Okay, so that's where they sell their salvage.
Mhm.
Is that
Lily John is actually a fixture on Kamiego. It's just kind of
Is
an
that a-
opportunity that he's taken advantage of sending people to scavenge.
is Kamiago is Kamiago a good place to sell salvage? Would I know?
It's not a great place to sell salvage in general,
Mhm.
but any kind of military stuff you find is good.
Mm.
Here, let me pull up my trade supplement here real quick.
Just keep that open. As a matter of fact, you know what? Just send that over to me. I'll keep track of it for you.
I actually don't mind doing that if you want a 52-page Word document that only has 16 pages of actual content and however many extra pages of template where content is supposed to go.
Oh, all right. Well, fine then. I see how it is.
But if you'd like a copy of it, I don't mind sending it to you.
No, I see. I see where this is
Alright.
all going.
Let me send you the Kamiego stuff, though.
Yeah. I'm learning. One day I'll be a good trader. One day.
Let's see. Where are you? There you are.
Doubt.
And one day
It's
you'll
over
have a
2,000
doctor's
characters.
license. Look, we all got dreams, boy. We all got dreams.
There we go. It's missing a little bit of content and it's not formatted, but there it is.
Hmm. Ooh, we got a lot of medical stuff. Ooh, we got some military stuff. I think. Oh, great! More slaves. Why is literally every place we go got slaves?
Well, I'll stop going to places that have slaves.
I'm just saying
we
we
talked
could,
we talked about this, Dex. We have no way of knowing whether or not they sell slaves until we go there.
You can always
Look.
ask.
Look, Dex, either they have real slaves or they have wage slaves. That's basically the only two options in this shitty sector.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I've added slaves to every single planet.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
everywhere you go is going to have slaves, sorry.
Can you stop putting your kinks into the game?
Let's see, I have a government oh no, you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, wow. I'm sorry, guys.
I mean,
Uh,
let's go on a walk through the pea forest.
Great. Dare you enter this magical realm?
I
No.
don't know where the P forest came from, and I don't want to know.
Oh, it's somebody made like a two-panel comic where it's like the GM is like, "Dare you enter this magical realm, the Pea Forest?" And
Oh,
then it
God.
cuts back to the players, and then one of them's just like, "Dude, you gotta stop putting your kinks into the game."
Here, I'll go ahead and just
You're
Oh,
gonna link that to me. Nice. Alright.
no. I'm going to link the whole explanation.
Oh, great.
Oh, God.
That's even better. I feel like I'm being player-splained.
Oh God, it is more. It's a full-page comic. Wow, I never.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I'll take a look at
Blizzard.
that later. But yeah, so that's your Kamiego trade information. They do have a need for survival, medical, and a great desire for military type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They'll also buy slaves, but they won't pay more for them.
Yeah.
What were we talking about before I sent that information over?
Mm.
Uh.
Oh,
You were hanging out. You wanted them to go to your ship.
Yep. You guys want to come see my motorcycle?
Uh,
Don't you have 2 motorcycles now?
No, one of them's Jack's. We had a real heart to heart when we thought we were gonna die, and decided it's Jack's.
Oh wow, this is one of
Wait.
the motorcycles from the vault, the series vault, or is
Oh.
this one of the hover bikes from before?
Wait, no, I think that when we were having the heart to heart, we decided that he was gonna get one of their bikes.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, shit, we'll have to buy you a bike, Jack. No.
I think we have the budget for a tricycle. Will we settle for that?
Only if it floats.
Okay.
All right. They kind of talk amongst themselves in Korean, just real quick. Someone chirps a question, and another one answers it, and that starts a little conversation. About 20 seconds, unless somebody else interrupts. Handsome Jim looks over and says, "Yes, we would be happy to see your ship." Handsome Jim, as a note, is a lot younger than he sounds. Or at least he looks a lot younger than he sounds.
Well, yeah, he's handsome. You can't be old.
No, obviously. Obvi.
Obvi.
I learned that this week. I'm so proud of myself.
God, you're such a boomer.
Obvious word.
All right.
And they follow you to where the Raza has been parked. Seeing it brings up some more chatter in Korean. It sounds more like the kind of odd conversation of, so this is the Raza, that kind of conversation. There's
So as you can see, it has, and I walk him through the specs.
yeah, there's some obvious interest in the quite unusual vertical, the thrust nacelles,
Yeah.
as well as the turrets.
Wait, does this thing thrust? I thought it just like pulled itself along the weave.
No, it has those. I can't remember the first word of it, but vertical takeoff thrust nacelles, basically.
Is that? Were you making a reference to Spelljammers?
Yeah, I mean, it literally has a magic engine. Like, come on.
Yeah, we've kind of, and we look out of character. We know magic exists in this universe, so I'm pretty sure this is just Spelljammer.
Like, we're gonna open up this engine and
God.
find a forbidden book in there, and we're gonna open the book, and then we can play magic characters.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
it'll
well,
turn
then
it'll
we can
turn
play the
out
Sunblade.
that Walter, wherever he is, was a gnome all along.
Oh boy. I think Zoe would be the nearest candidate for a gnome.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I'm a dwarf. Come on.
No, you're a gnome. Walter's a dwarf. Jai is
Elf,
He-
obviously.
No, Jai is a human who got his ears done to make him look more elf-like.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
He's an elf poser.
God.
Vectored is the word I was looking for. They have
Is this
vectored
fucking
thrust
Shadowrun
nacelles.
too?
Does
Yeah.
he get the extra points?
Yeah, no, he totally. That's how he got all his knowledge skills. Because
Okay.
he used the points he got for being an elf poser.
So much karma for being an elf poser. You could have gotten even more for being an orc poser.
Eh.
Amazing.
Um, they are they're totally willing to come on board if you guys are inviting them up on the cargo ramp.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about Russian food?
They chatter amongst themselves in Korean real quick before someone switches back to Spacer and answers. It's fine, I think.
Oh, yeah, come on here. We'll introduce you to the rest of the crew.
Okay.
Jack, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Have we already hired these people?
That is a
'Cause
good question.
That's what I've been assuming. But if we haven't hired them, I want them to not bring their guns onto the ship.
I think we'd have out of character. You would have already discussed the hiring thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or at least not the rifles, maybe. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird to be like, yeah, no, hey, we were just in a gunfight, but or a fucking
All right.
Mexican
Almost
standoff.
The
gunfight.
policy is you put
Yeah.
it all in the armory.
Remember, at the end of the last session, you had mentioned, "Oh, this is these are the terms that you can negotiate."
Yes, yeah, and you can
There.
have already finished that negotiation and have hired them. I don't think that that negotiation would be particularly compelling in-game conversation.
Probably not.
So if I leave that as a player choice to you. Do you want to have hired them already?
Yes.
Okay, so they are your crew. They are not willing, however, to leave their guns in a group armory.
I mean, especially at quarters, right? And that I think the whole weapons thing was contingent on whether they were hired or not, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they can if they work for us.
Okay. Yeah, they
I
seem
mean,
They know where their
trustworthy.
paycheck. As long as they know
I'm-
where their paycheck comes from.
Yeah,
I missed that. As long as what?
they remember where their paycheck comes from.
Oh. Right. Okay. So let's say that you get them settled, let them know where their rooms will be, or where they'll be rooming. They'll end up in the non-single quarters, but that seems perfectly fine with them.
I mean, they basically get a whole barracks to themselves if they want it.
Yeah. They are willing to comply with leaving the rifles, not taking the rifles on a full tour of the ship. But you did just hire them like 2 hours ago, so instead of just taking those to their rooms and leaving them there, they're going to leave them outside with let's see, with Mayday.
Mhm.
And that way they're not bringing the rifles onto your ship. They're being respectful in that,
Mhm.
and they're also not just giving them to you if you happen to decide, hey, we want some mag rifles, and kill them.
That would probably increase our armory by quite a bit, but no, we're not going to do that.
I don't think it's about like them not having rifles. It's about like, when you're on the ship, like unless somebody's boarding you, there's no reason to walk around with guns.
I mean, I walk around with
True.
my pistol.
Yeah, but I
I mean,
think a pistol
that's
is
sidearm.
is on a different like level than like mag rifles.
It very much is. Mag rifles can do some serious damage. Mag pistols can do some serious damage. Pistols can do damage to the internals more than a void carbine, but no, there's yeah.
Well, and if I don't have my pistol, you guys can't see my sweet little hanging doodads.
It's very, very true.
Hanging doodads are very important.
They of course seem very impressed with the parts of the ship that you're showing to them.
I show them my sweet bike too.
Now, when you say sweet bike, are you talking about Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay. Xander,
Not
I'm
that
gonna
Charlie.
point you
Nothing to
at the session log because I'm not sure you saw another sweet bike that you guys got. Remember those
Yeah.
vehicles?
We got new sweet bikes.
Yeah. So I noticed one of them says it's a motorcycle, and then later in the paragraph says it's a ground car.
Oh, whoops. Well, it's supposed to be a motorcycle.
Okay. So we got 2 motorcycles. Sweet.
You got 2 motorcycles and a ground car in that. Well, 2 customized, actual better stats motorcycles and ground car, plus 3 other ground cars.
Hmm.
Oh, so we got two motorcycles from that cache?
You did.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was only one. Let me modify that.
Yeah,
Can
let
I
me
not?
look back at what I wrote there because I may have just typed it wrong.
They're pretty cool bikes. Now you
So-
can it too.
It was the session notes for 26, or 27,
26, 25.
25. Gotcha.
All right, so
Which is
what I
chapter
have is 5 quality classic cars and 1 quality classic motorcycle.
Yeah, he provided details and gave us an extra motorcycle.
Yeah, I provided more details, and I should have drawn your attention to them when I.
I brought it up in the Discord chat. If they didn't notice it, that's on them.
All right, so it's 5 cars and 2 motorcycles.
Here, let me
What?
repost
Right-
this for
right-
you.
Right now we have.
The cars is basically a tank.
Yeah.
Cool. Can we mount it to the back of the cargo hold and roll down the cargo hold door and shoot
No.
people with it?
No. That is not a thing that works.
This is my favorite plan that I have ever heard. Oh my god.
Well, I hate it.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Why, Deck?
Yeah, I don't see where I mistakenly wrote either of those motorcycles as ground cars.
Oh, maybe you already fixed it, or maybe I can't read.
Yeah, you may have just run the 2 of them together.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got those 2 real sweet motorcycles. They are ground motorcycles. They're not hover cycles.
Yeah.
But they do have the little kinetic transversal feature.
Yeah.
Which is that a thing in the rules? Like,
No.
okay.
Cool,
Because
isn't it?
I control F'd it and I didn't see anything, so I was like, is that supposed to mean something?
Oh, kinetic transversal is. That's the
Oh, kinetic
telekinetic.
feature.
It's what lets
Oh.
you walk on walls.
Dope.
So they could just drive vertically up a wall.
Right?
It's like Grand Theft Auto 5 physics.
Nice.
I've never played it.
It's got a thing where, like, the way that physics work is it makes it surprisingly easy to run on walls or drive on walls.
Basically, what if you go fast enough?
Yeah, because it's constantly because basically as long as you're on the throttle, it provides down thrust, down. You know,
Right.
it's not real physics, but
Everything's
It
got.
actually kind of is. I remember watching a video about how a F1 racer, if you got it going fast enough and had enough down thrust or thrust from its wings and stuff, then it would hold to a ceiling.
Oh yeah, no, it's not entirely wrong. It's just the fact that it works even when you're in midair.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, my bad.
All right, I'm sorry. I tuned out for a while. What are we discussing now?
We are discussing the fact that you guys have some awesome motorcycles, an awesome ground car, and then 3 other ground cars that are just awesome and how much they're worth.
Okay.
How that compares to GTA 5 physics.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's-
that never happened. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, Jack, real quick.
Yeah, what's up?
You want a Rochambeau for which of us gets Susan, which of us gets Kira?
Yes.
Boy.
Out of game, do you care at all?
I don't.
In game, I get Susan, you get Kira.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, whatever. I don't know which is which, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete the motorcycles from the saleable goods.
Okay. Uh, Susan
Yeah,
had the red lines and Kira had the blue lines. That's the only real
Yep.
difference.
If you could move them to the vehicle bay.
I don't know which is which, but all right.
I'm pretty sure one of these sheets is the vehicle bay, right?
It's all in the ship inventory, or at least I put it all in the ship inventory. I don't think we have a proper vehicle bay.
I thought we had a.
Would you guys
we had
like
a
me to
ship.
make you a selection of handouts that you can use for your own purposes?
Yeah, that'd actually be pretty great.
Okay.
Yeah, because then. Oh yeah, no, the vehicles were just in the vehicle or in the ship inventory page. That's
Yeah,
right.
go ahead and make a list of what handouts you want, and I'll create them after the session or during
All
the
right.
break.
Okay.
Anyway,
So during this tour, about 20 minutes in, you hear them talking in Korean over the comms again, and then Handsome Jim tells you that Mayday is going to come aboard with the rifles, and would like him to be directed to the armory.
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Yeah, Android will do that.
That's a good pick. Android is certainly capable of taking a mag rifle blast if she's capable of taking an anti-vehicle laser blast, or three.
I was, and she's also perfectly capable of taking a mag rifle from somebody.
Yep. Okay. You hear a report back from Android that she has successfully secured the mag rifles, and she is going to go back to important business.
Mm. Wait,
Or let me
what?
rephrase that. Going to go back to doing something important.
That's
Huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the right personality here for Android. Don't want to suddenly change Android's personality just because Nick can't play.
Yeah. Now I'm suspicious of Android though. What is Android up to?
Well, we could now that Nick's gone, we could just reprogram her.
Can
Not as easily done with Maeda.
yeah.
we? I don't think we can. Not like morally. I just don't think that we can.
Oh,
I think with enough research, I think it's possible.
Sounds like a
Oh,
project.
Care about the morality, just like, oh, I don't know if we've.
anyway,
Yeah.
It might incite the Android rebellion there.
did we? Speaking of, did we want to try going to Kamiego now, or do we want to?
Well, we got a whole bunch of crates of biomass that's medical. We got a whole bunch of I think we got some advanced microchips which are military. I don't think we have any. Oh no, wait, we still have all those. Oh no, we got the sun products. That's right. That's also medical. So we got a bunch of medical stuff that we could go there and sell. They got like a +3 medical need. So
Yeah.
Uh,
All right.
And we do need some money.
And
Yeah.
during the touring, they also tell you that they actually do have to wait until the ship comes in the morning. They want to load it up, and anyone
Yeah.
that's paying attention, I'll give you a wisdom notice check.
Not even gonna roll.
Okay.
I don't know
What?
shit.
Give us a wisdom notice check. Why not? Yeah, let's give it a try. Even though my wisdom is shit.
They're gonna be scared of the guy that they just quit the job with. Oh god. And then we're gonna go to his planet, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, you stole my crew." Rawr. I can see how this is gonna go.
We're all like pew pew with the Raza.
Does a 6 or 7 notice anything?
Is anybody else rolling?
Nope. Well,
think I'm
what the
there.
hell? I might occasionally notice something.
I'll actually give you the 3 dice there. This
Okay,
is
so-
relevant to the trade negotiations you just did.
Okay. Well, here's the first 2, and then there's the last one.
Oh man. Well, they're all the same, so it doesn't change the result at all.
Yeah.
The 6 and 7 do notice that they're seem to be choosing their words carefully there. But nothing particularly obvious or nefarious jumps out.
I mean, you don't want to burn bridges. You never know when you might need a job again. That's fair. I'm down with it. Do you guys want to meet up afterwards?
Handsome
point.
Jim says, yes. Meet us. Call in the morning. I'll tell you where we were staying.
Yeah, I mean, it feels kind of bad now that you guys already put your mag rifles away. You got to take them out and go again. But you know, we'll see you in the morning, I guess. We'll feed you first, though. Come on, we'll go eat some borscht.
They enjoy a meal in company of more people than just themselves. They do occasionally cross comment in Korean and laugh at themselves. But
So,
Handsome Jim puts in some efforts to keep them speaking in Spacer.
Okay.
Man, I'm probably stuck eating rations, aren't I?
Do
Yes.
I mean, this is what thieves get, jerk.
I'm just sitting all alone in the Marauder, eating my rations.
No, you've got people there with you.
I'm sitting all alone.
Let's see. You had... Oh, you had Grieg and the Russians with you.
Yeah.
Shit, I guess we're not having
Yeah.
borscht.
Oh yeah, do I have Ivan? Yeah.
Yeah, you've got Ivan. You can have
we
leftover
have-
borscht.
No,
Nice.
he made a casserole for us because he knows we can't cook.
I did want to ask, do we want to like at least explore what this other ship is, or like this leaping ferret, and see if we can get in contact with them and see what their deal is, or are we just going to ignore the whole thing?
I'm down with not getting involved in that, but we can also get involved in it if you want.
What do other people think?
It's simpler not to get involved in it, but I don't know. How badly do we want to start the whole ship thing? If we're going to hire the ship, then that's gonna be, a lot pricier.
I just don't want to get involved because I think that they're going to be pissed that we took their, pet salvaging crew and hired them out from underneath them. So then if we go to that planet and try and sell stuff, yikes.
I mean, won't that already be mostly a problem?
No, because we'll go there and sell stuff and then tell them that we've got their crew. See, it's all about timing.
All right, whatever.
How will they find out
All right.
before we get?
Because it's going to take more than a couple days to trade, and they come back every couple days.
Mm.
I don't know.
Whatever. It doesn't matter that much.
I guess
Let's-
the real question is how are our new friends going to play it? Like, are they going to load up and then be like, okay, that was the last one, see ya, or are they going to be like, oh, yep, we'll see you next time, wink.
I
think
don't
that's up-
care. It super doesn't matter.
Okay.
I can actually answer that for you. They gave you the idea, indirectly, if not actually answering it for you, that the arrangement is that they go back with the ship and help offload it on Kamiego.
Mm.
Normally.
So
Oh,
they're
we
gonna
just
have
wait.
they're gonna have to quit. Like, there's no we'll see you next time type situation. Okay.
I guess that's fair. I mean, it would, really stink to just be stuck on that planet all the time.
I mean, I suppose if they're going to Kamiego and we're going to Kamiego, they could go to Kamiego, offload the stuff, get paid for that, and then join us.
Yeah, they want to do it that way. I mean, if we're going to Kamiego next, is that where we want to go, or do we have to go back to Trinidad, whatever the other one is?
No. Shade. Trinidad Shade.
There's like
What did we need to? Oh, I guess we need to deliver the stuff for series. Because I guess that was part of that agreement, wasn't it?
I thought the agreement was we take one of her people, and she gives us the codes. Like I didn't think there was any reason to go back, but I can't remember.
No. Some of the stuff in the vault was earmarked for them as part of that deal.
Yeah, but was it the missiles?
It was the
Some,
missiles.
some of the missiles, some of that necrosis or whatever it was.
Necrovis.
Virus.
Do we really
That's
want?
necrovirus.
Do we really want to give them missile?
Tiny little missiles, right?
Eh.
I mean, they're not. That's like they're small. They're not gonna be able to hurt the Raza.
I do not agree with that assessment.
That is true. We don't really know what the deal is with these missiles, but they're adorable little missiles. What harm could they do?
All right, why don't you just stand over there and we'll fire one at you and test it?
You're deliberately misinterpreting my statement.
No,
Name them if you want.
we do need to test them. And I'm thinking Nemesis is volunteering.
I mean, literally any missile is deadly to a person. An arrow is a missile, and that's deadly to a person.
Now you can sit in the car if you want.
No, we're not wasting a car on this.
Oh, not
Airplane.
one of our cars. There's like a bunch of ruined cars all over the damn place. Just sit
Oh,
in one
yeah.
of those.
All right, yeah, fair enough. Cool. So we have to go back and take that to him. So, do we want to do that first or after
Before or after what?
going to Kamiego?
Don't we have to? It's one day, so I don't think we'd be able to. I'm not really sure what's going on. Don't they have to go back to Kamiego anyway for this?
That's the
Yeah.
point of the conversation. We don't. If we want them to come with us, and we don't want to go to Kamiego first, then we have to bring them with us now.
Or if we go to Kamiega now, we can just meet up with them on Kamiega.
That's the question.
I like that plan because that also that leaves less entanglements potentially. I don't know how their contract works, but it'd be a
Are
much cleaner contract if they do it on Kamiega.
you having any of this conversation with them, or is this all after they've all gone back to their own camp?
No.
We'll have.
Like we need to have this conversation with them because if we don't, they're the only ones who know what their contract is, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, let me Handsome Jim, or actually Komodo or Kimdo will interject and say that they don't need to go back to Kamiego. They just need to load up the leaping ferret that comes tomorrow morning and say goodbye.
Yeah.
And Jai and Charlie again get the sense that there's it's a little bit stronger now. There is something that is not being said here.
I'm going to go ahead and flat out ask him. Is there something you're not telling us about this situation?
Well, that quiets them until Payday pipes up and says, "Komodo's sister is on the ship."
As a member of the crew, or
No, it's a useless vegetable. And that gets glares from all of them. And she rolls her eyes.
Oh, she just doesn't like Komodo's sister. All right.
I see.
Have the cat out of the bag. Kimdo expounds a bit, kind of gushes information out at you. Says that she's very delicate and she is the reason that he took such efforts to leave Egio. She would not have survived there.
I see.
So her having a job on a ship is better?
Is better than being a target of any streamer who wants a viewer count, yes. She will not be engaged in any operations. Make that clear. Handsome
Okay.
Jim nods along with that.
Oh, so you want to bring her to this ship?
Yes.
Delicate how?
Streamer? What?
It's Agio.
Apparently, I don't know anything about Asia. Refresh ye old memory.
Is this
People-
Zoe saying or Xander saying?
Yes.
Okay, for
Isn't that the place
Xander's
where-
edification, Egio is the planet where streamcasting or live streaming is completely common. Everyone ends up with a streamer name when they turn 18, and
Wait, how did Payday get Payday? That's got to be like she's got to be like Payday 10,758.
there are a lot of X's.
Oh, okay. Before and after.
Yes,
Dope.
and she has spelled it differently.
Like with an E, Payday.
Well, so that conversation comes up. Turns out that Mayday got his name before Payday because he's older, and he chose XXX Mayday, Maeday, because May is his last name. Not too far off there, Xander.
Look, I can spell. Shut up.
Maybe she's from, or maybe he or she's from the Payday clan. You know, they pass down the name.
I don't know what that's about. Payday, because she was his girlfriend before she got her streamer name and was so in love with him, made her
Regrettable
name the same, except one letter off, because her last name is Pay. So Paeday.
That's a regrettable decision that you're going to regret for your entire life.
Yeah, that's like getting a tattoo.
I would argue it's worse.
Yeah, she does regret it. She
Well, and
expresses
she already has a following, so she can't change it now.
Yeah, she expresses her regret about that with a sneer and other nonverbal communication. Back to the current conversation. That was previous. Back to the current conversation of Kimdo and his sister. Somebody asked him, "Delicate how?"
Yes.
Yep, that was me.
Yeah.
Or that was Charlie.
He kind of brotherly lovingly says that she simply sees the world in a different way, and Payday quite bluntly says she's naive and ignorant, is what he's saying.
An unusual trait for a specific version that's unusual trait for Aegean.
Are we about to get rivered?
Is she in a box?
Does she have creepy mind powers?
Are these questions being asked in character?
Yes.
Do we know what Firefly is
Yeah,
in
Firefly
character?
canon.
Um,
I mean, there's certainly surely it's fits some sort of sci-fi or some trope.
Is Kimdo
Sure.
a doctor?
Kimdo is not a doctor.
Oh, thank God. Whew. I'm not sure I could have handled that ego fight.
Oh boy.
No, she is not in a box. She has no special powers except for loving everything.
Okay.
Oh, she sounds cute.
He glowingly agrees,
Right. Well,
and Payday rolls her eyes.
Does she know anything about engine repair?
He says no.
Oh, good. I'm not sure I could handle that.
does
ego
she
fight.
have any skills?
He loves
Uh,
everything.
this interjection comes from Handsome Jim. He states in a clear and a
Authoritative.
respectfully forceful, authoritative voice that the agreement is 500 credits per day for the 5 of them as regular crew members, and Shiyun is on the ship and not involved in any ship dealings.
I see.
So we're getting dependents now. All right. This is
Christ.
becoming a town.
Ugh.
I take the village.
Yeah, I mean she's a camp follower, but since the camp comes with us, like she doesn't actually have to walk anywhere. It's pretty good.
Are we sure we don't want to just raid the ship so we don't have to deal with this?
Somehow I doubt they'd go for that now.
If you
Handsome
end up
Jim
embracing her,
looks crossly at Kim Do and looks back to you. I apologize that this was not made clearer in our negotiations earlier,
Mhm.
but the negotiated contract is for us 5.
You know that we can't guarantee her safety, right? Like this ship is not the safest place to be.
This from Kim Do. Is safer than her flying back and forth from Trinitafe to Kamiego in a frigate.
Debatable, but whatever.
Wait. So I have a question out of character. Did he say it that way because he doesn't like frigates or he doesn't like that frigate?
A combination. It's a frigate, which is not a large ship, and this entire system is a haven for pirates.
Yep.
It's not like the mercenary swarm over at Holau, where they're not going to attack each other. There's that some kind of bond over there. Here, they're all pirates. If they attack someone, somebody else might do something, but not likely.
Mm-hmm.
He
Does-
is concerned
does that-
for her safety on the frigate.
Does that include the owner? Do the pirates include the owner of this frigate?
No, they don't seem to have any ill will towards or they don't have any ill will towards the pilot of the frigate. They have mixed feelings towards the owner of the frigate, who is Lily John on Kamiega.
Right.
Gotcha.
Kim Do kind of blubbers. I'm sorry for not telling you. She is. I did not think it would be a problem. It's a large ship.
Right.
Piped in from Payday, and one of the most notorious ships. She's safer here than anywhere in the galaxy.
Again, that's extremely debatable, but
Sure.
so long as she stays out of the way and you pay for rent and accommodations for her, that's fine. I don't care.
Handsome Jim this time. We're already giving you a discount on going right for mercenaries skilled as us.
Jai just looks at him.
Oh god. Oh, Zoe is dying. This is hilarious.
And let's see. He's not actually wrong there. The going rate for a guard at the highest level, which is what they would be considered, is 150 a day.
Whatever. Okay, fine. Just keep her out of the way then.
Kim Do very quickly agrees she will be no problem. The others just kind of look embarrassed to be in this situation. The others being Mayday and Maybe.
Okay.
Mm.
God. Amazing.
Actually, there is something. Does she have any sort of scientific training?
Oh my god. Oh, she about to get some.
I think you guys have literally taken way too long for what like Dexter's basically very clear. Like this person is not useful. They
Yeah,
are
look.
Yeah.
dead weight. And the whole point is you're supposed to have some
Well,
humanity.
I'm sorry, Jack. No
I will say that
humanity. Fuck that. Humanity
Oh.
sucks.
Or at the very least recognize that is it Kimdo or is it Komodo or sorry or is it Hatsujin? Who is the one who clearly is the one who cares the most about this person?
It's Kimdo.
Kimdo, right. So Kimdo's basically saying like, I will work for 2 people to make sure that she comes along. And everybody else isn't happy about it, but they're going along with it because they follow this guy.
I don't care. Is she useful?
Nox,
She's
what were you saying?
She can be useful to make Kimdo work harder.
Essentially.
Nox, what were you gonna say?
at the very least, if things do go bad, and this is all out of character, mind you, she makes a great hostage.
I guess.
I was
sure.
thinking that.
That was the the reading between the lines that I was doing, right? Like
Yeah, I got ya. I still want my question answered.
I'm gonna change the tag on my stream from neutral characters to evil characters.
Hey, we're not. I didn't suggest hostages.
No, I know. I'm kidding. You guys are mostly neutral still. What was the question that Jai asked, or was it a Lulu question?
Does she have any sort of scientific training?
Kimdo, kind of, meekly, ashamedly, shakes his head.
Is she capable of learning?
He looks even more uncomfortable.
I take that as a no. All right, fine.
And then from Payday, told you, vegetable.
Yep. All right. Well, whatever. I'll see if I can figure out a way to deal with that.
At least she can look cute while being a vegetable. Maybe she'll raise our spirits.
Yeah, unlikely.
Is that in character?
No.
Oh, Nemesis isn't there. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, whatever. I'm tired of this conversation. It's good to have you all on board, I guess.
And some Jim stands, a little bow. Thank you, Captain.
God, his head is gonna get so big. Oof.
They're ready to leave and go back to their camp so that they can await the arrival of the Leaping Ferret in the morning.
Sure.
As they're leaving, they do not pick back up their rifles. They tell you that you may just keep those in your armory.
I mean, no. You guys are right. This is a dangerous planet. You never know what's gonna happen. You guys should take your guns.
Handsome Jim squares to Zoe, bows, and firmly says, "They will stay in your armory."
Okay.
All right. Well, now I'm gonna get a big head. Like, come on, man. You gotta relax a little.
Right. Okay. The rest of us, we're going to take the Raza over to the dig site. Let's see. Which one of you is marginally capable? Jack, you seem marginally capable. I want you to take the Marauder, and once they get picked up, I want you to follow it back to the planet. The ferret, the weasel, the stoat, whatever they call it. Am I understood? Jack?
Yep. Yes.
Jack was apparently reminiscing about how much he enjoyed that casserole.
It was
Right.
It was a good
Jack?
casserole.
we're going to go back to the other dig site now,
Okay.
and and when they get picked up, you're going to take the Marauder and follow the ferret back to Kamiego to identify where they're landing.
That sounds fine. Will the android help me with the piloting of the ship? I'm not too
Yeah,
familiar.
probably.
Just to be clear, you won't be flying.
Yeah.
Okay.
There it is. Yep. Ooh,
Yeah,
there.
that.
Whew.
I'm glad you can play her perfectly.
Creepy.
Yeah, Jack is just sighing with relief, like, oh, that seems like a very complicated
That's-
thing to do.
You know, I don't know if that's as relief. Well, whatever. It's like that's more worrying if it was me.
I have crashed ships less than anybody else on this ship.
Is that accurate?
I don't think that's accurate.
I've crashed a couple in Delta Rain.
I mean, technically, I haven't flown anything yet, so.
Yeah, you did. You flew
Yeah,
the.
you flew a cargo liner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
flew it down to SOS.
Forgot about that. But I didn't crash into anything, so I'm 1 for 1.
You try to forget SOS, don't you?
More-
Right.
more.
Yeah. Let's get this moving. We're going back to the dig site.
Especially
Okay.
now that I have a key to the city. I mean, like,
That key you got on your last days there.
yeah, can't ever go back now.
All right, you head back to the dig site. Finally, Nemesis sees a ship coming, and your comm registers that the Raza comm server is in range. Oh, it was in range. It's the signal's clear now. You guys had
Yeah.
talked before. My bad.
Yeah. Hey, Dex.
Mhm.
Now that I finally looked at my to-do list, can I take one of the QEDs and like study the shit out of it?
You absolutely can.
Cool. That's what I'm doing.
Would that be a project?
I'll let you guys make initial checks on them using the. I mean, that's the purpose of your advanced lab.
Right.
But to get anything beyond any initial information that I might give you would be a project, yes.
All right. Would you?
Okay.
I'm actually interested in helping Zoe with that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, like the kind of the main thread of the at least
All
our
right.
portion of the game.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get Zoe and Jai rolling something to analyze whatever.
Okay. What kind of approach would you like to take in studying the QED?
Well, I don't want to take it apart yet, but I do
No.
want to study its like the physicality of it. If it's doing any radons, if there's any timey-wimey stuff going on, just stop me when I get too far off.
I also kind of want to see how it works. So does anyone want to volunteer?
Well, don't we need the machine to like? So what I'm trying to do is figure out the machine that goes between the QED and the person to like make it actually work.
Oh,
'Cause right-
did,
Right now, we
Okay.
basically have the bullets but no gun, right?
is
Nope,
that
we
how?
have the gun, but no bullet.
Yeah, I thought it was both the bullet and the gun.
Refresh
Also-
my memory. Did Series give you information on the QED, or did they basically just say, here's where some are, you
They-
can study them?
They told us what happens. Basically, you have like the tapes or whatever that's left over that has the stuff, and you need those that of the person to get the memories back to the person.
Okay.
But then you also needed some kind of machine to put the tapes back in, right?
That's the QED. That's what we got.
Oh, so we have the machine but not the tapes.
We have the gun, but not the bullets.
Are there tapes in the QEDs?
Let me untangle a little bit about this. I don't remember how much Series told you, and I don't really feel like taking a minute to go back and look right now.
I thought it was supposed to be basically the tools all in one.
Yeah. The QED is basically the storage compartment of it. It's the storage device of it. It's also the computer inside of it. It just needs to interface with any standard computing device of the era in which it was built, or if it's been retrofitted. These happen to have ports that just fit into your standard data slab because the data slabs are not produced by Apple. The things, the ports that you plug things into have not changed for hundreds of years. So, by what series provided to you, with the QEDs, you should be able to start using it just with any old data slab.
Oh, okay.
And that does remind me, Jai gets a message from, what's her name now? Libra, that she has given it consideration, and she does actually want to move from the room that Android prepared for her. She actually wants to be in, she just wants to be treated like a regular Android, and she wants a charging station that is nearer to where her security services would be needed.
So somewhere near one of the hatches?
Somewhere near one of the
Probably.
hatches. She would be okay with one of the charging stations that's at the bridge, if that's your priority, or a charging station near, like you said, one of the hatches, or the cargo.
Yeah, we could put her in the cargo area.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Let's go ahead and move you down there.
How quickly can she go from her charging station in the cargo area to any of the other spots? I mean, like, is it
A couple minutes.
I mean, yeah, it shouldn't take too long.
And she's not beholden to using elevators. She can climb probably faster than the elevators can get her places. You know, climb ladders and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead. Jai will go ahead and move her. I need to go clean out that room anyway.
Okay.
Remind me, what room was she in?
Oh, I don't remember what room exactly it was. It was a room next to Android.
Okay.
Sounds like you're just gonna have to go through all the rooms.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, I go through all the rooms until I remember which room she was actually in.
Yeah, I didn't note down which one it was. Sorry.
That's fine.
But there are only a couple of rooms that. Oh, other quarters. That's why. There are only that small handful of rooms that were vacated. We'll say she was in 6 or 7.
Okay.
180 is still vacant. Jai moved into 012. If I already gave you notes for that one.
Actually, you didn't. I don't have them up anyway.
Okay. I'll get those.
Wait, no, they're in the other quarters notes.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Let's have Zoe and Jai take a look at the QED. You can certainly take a look at what it's doing or what its components are from a mechanical sense or a physics sense, especially easily using the advanced lab.
Yeah.
I can't remember whether that was a +1 or a +2 bonus.
It's for a cruiser-sized one. It's a +2.
+2. That's right. Okay.
Really,
So,
I guess what I want to do is make a detector to detect more of these things.
oh, that would be a project.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and
Which I
get.
guess, yeah, we'll have to do that after. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get an initial kind of research check on it or investigation check on the QED to see what Jai and Zoe can tell about its properties in addition to what you've already been told.
Okay.
No.
This is an escalating DC, so there's no static difficulty to reach. Let's go ahead and get Jai's assist check first.
Oh, I thought I was gonna assist.
The way it was described to me is that Zoe's doing the primary
Okay.
physicality part of it, and Jai is assisting with his breadth of knowledge.
Gotcha.
Is that how we want to do it, or
Yeah.
do we want like Jai to identify like how this works and whatnot? Yeah. Oh shoot. Whatever.
Yeah. Okay. So I am assisted,
You are assisted, yes.
and that's a +1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So +3 altogether from all this stuff. It's just a fix int, yeah.
Sure is. Don't
You
add
rolled
the
a 0.
plus. Yeah.
Hmm.
When you're adding bonuses to the modifier, don't add the plus because it doesn't know what to do with it.
Okay, well it's a 2 and a 6 +6, so 14.
Yep. Actually, it looks like a 15.
Wouldn't it be? Oh yeah, because my int. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Dope. I'm hella good at this stuff.
Yeah, actually, I hate to give the compliment, but Zoe is.
uh,
Yeah.
Xander can't manage to roll dice correctly, but Zoe knows what the fuck she's doing. That's the important thing.
Okay. This is too long for me to post in Discord. Plus, I'd have to do a lot of editing because there's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't be able to know just from this. So, what you are able to get from the QED, just studying the circuitry, detecting its emissions, all the scientific physics stuff that Zoe is quite actually good at, and Jai is able to fill in areas that she may be lacking. You tune your workshop, you tune some devices to study it better, and there is something happening with this outside of physical space. There's something to do with metaspace, but that doesn't seem to be the end point.
What goes beyond metaspace?
It goes beyond metaspace. This storage device, as it were, isn't actually storing anything in this space. And that's where the parallel to any kind of quantum entanglement comes in. Is the information is both here and not here because of where it's being stored.
Interesting.
Um,
And is there any way of detecting this? What, 5th dimension? If metaspace is the 4th?
Time is the 4th.
I've never adhered to that.
Yeah, oh god, you're gonna start an argument again. I think we've done this already.
We have. I agree that time is a dimension, but it is not the 4th dimension. It's
Now hold on.
Oh, God. Are
look.
we really going to do this again? Come on, guys.
Look, all of our characters exist in the form of tokens, right? So I think we can assume safely that this universe is actually two-dimensional.
Hey, I've added shadows to some of those tokens. Shadows imply a z-axis.
Not necessarily. Like, there may be a light source just coming from, say, coming from the north, and it just passes through the south along the y-axis. And then there's nothing.
In a two-dimensional world. So, anyways.
Yeah.
Yes. Using information from this QED, you could try and figure out, try and build some kind of detector for whatever this other dimension is. And just for exposition on setting purposes, I've described metaspace. It's not an extra dimension. It's more like a parallel universe of its own, and it actually is multi-dimensional. It is 4+ dimensions,
Mm-hmm.
depending on where it is.
So we need to go to Metaspace and then look Apple, and there it'll be.
No, not
Sounds-
Apple. You'll want to look probably the charm direction.
Yes, fair enough. Make sure that when we write the code for this trip, we /magic on /magic off.
Make sure to do it at a periodic repeat. So every, say, necktie seconds or so.
Oh yes, of course. And
Not
suddenly
bow
a
tie,
whale.
necktie.
Yeah, suddenly a pot of petunias appears and goes, "Oh no, not again."
But yes,
yeah.
you can use what kind of energy signatures and where it's going to try and figure out what this other place is that's not a metaspace or the real space. It's not entirely dissimilar to the device that you have.
Okay.
Except you were able to confirm that was just going in through metaspace.
Which device? The
device
sphere?
in that top secret, hidden, really hard to get into secured storage you had in the ship that now has a wall covered with cardboard.
Yeah.
Or a door covered with cardboard.
No, it's the wall. We cut through the wall, not
Oh,
not the door.
yes. Well, it's still a door now.
Yeah, well, it's a hole. Did we use that to fix the main gun? I feel like that's something that we did.
You talked about it, but have not done it.
That's right, because we need something else to fix the main gun, so there's no point in using it yet. That's right. Okay. Can I tell if, because we have more than one QED, right?
Mhm.
Can I tell if they're pointing to the same meta-dimensional nonsense, or if they go to different places?
With your guys' role, if you're willing to spend a good 8 hours on this,
Dex, this is the main storyline for us.
Okay.
Spend whatever time is needed.
Yeah.
Just telling you that it only takes you I think I said an hour and a half to get to Nemesis. So let me go over to Nemesis.
Yeah, we're
real
gonna
quick.
work on it for a while. Yeah, that's fine.
Nemesis, the Marauder arrives, or the Raza arrives.
The Raza, yeah, I'm a bigger one.
There's no kind of warning or greeting from Jai. He hasn't told you anything. He's certainly got his nose ankle deep in data.
Yeah, Jai doesn't care.
Yeah, the reverse. But
so yeah,
Nemesis can do her embezzling, and the rest of the crew start loading what has been gathered so far.
I just need to get something in my room 30 times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, remember, you can bundle up 3
Oh,
spare
yeah,
parts
time. Yeah,
as
time.
1 encumbrance.
There you go. Only takes me 10 trips.
All right. Did we get another load of spare parts there?
No, this is still ending that 3rd day.
Okay.
Working deep into the night, Jai and Zoe obviously quite interested in this. You can look at other devices, and they're not pointing at where it seemed like the first one was pointing. And for scientific rigor, you go back to the first one, and it's not pointing where it was pointing before. They don't.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to. None of them seem to be tethered.
Mm.
So is there anything like on these?
And that's the next step that I was going to present to you. Is I'm assuming that you guys do eventually end up hooking them up to a data pad.
Mhm.
You can see that they have their own UI built in. You just have to basically let the app on this device take over your data pad, give it control, and they have their own UI. You can even change the language of that UI.
Perfect.
I'm assuming you want British English.
Yep.
And you can see that all of these are empty.
Ah, that's maybe why they're not pointing at anything.
Yeah. Can we safely hypothesize that if they did have something on them, they would be tethered in space?
That is definitely reasonable. You can safely hypothesize that. I'll even confirm it for you with one additional comment.
Wait, hold on. Maybe we can confirm it by using it on let's get the Horcrux.
The Horclaw. Yeah, let's use it on the Horclaw. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't remember what it was called, but I remembered it had something to do with Harry Potter. So
Great. Yeah. All right. So we'll have Android get the Horclaw and make sure it's secured, and then we'll see if the QED device works on it.
Okay. Let me look at my notes and see if it works on the Horclaw.
Non-sentient creatures.
It would. The android is concerned that this experiment may reverse the effects of any socializing that she has accomplished.
well,
What if we take it back so far it goes all the way back to its
imprinting stage.
yeah.
And then it could imprint on the android, and then it would be even
Hmm.
more socialized.
Yeah.
That did not happen with you.
Well, that's
Are you trying
We're
to
not
imply
partners.
something about us?
I am not implying. I am stating.
How do you know
Yeah.
I
Alright.
do we seem the type to imprint on anything?
Quietly pushes all her named tools out of view, hides every yes.
Lay that order.
Hey, I tried to imprint, but she's real mean.
When you came out of stasis, you were like newborns. And you did not imprint. You all seem to hate each other.
And that's not
Hey?
something that's changing, is it? Is it?
Wait, we don't hate each other.
You don't love each other.
Well, I mean,
Hey, obviously.
yeah, because I mean, we're still in the like phase. Then you go to like phase, and then you get to love. Come on.
All right, I'm done with this conversation.
I have successfully portrayed Android. I've gotten Jai to say I'm done.
All right, so we're not using it on the Horcrux. All right.
All right.
The Android isn't going to prevent it. She just did raise that as a concern.
Well, we could always put the memories and stuff back into it.
Right. Well,
we could always use it on Android. See if maybe we could restart the imprint. You know.
You know, that's a good idea. Hey, Android,
Yes.
Bird Rebellion.
would you hold still while we do science on you?
No.
All right, fuck it then. Bring us the Horclaw.
um.
Although now I'm having out of character problems because I don't want to mess with Nick's pet while Nick is in here.
Look, they haven't really done that much with it.
No, not really.
He'll come back and be like, wait, why is the Horclaw so nice all of a sudden? Don't worry, bro, we got you.
All
Train
else
it
fails,
right.
we
It's
do
supposed
have
to be mean.
a totally
Alright.
viable NPC.
Look at it this way. If we do this and are able to access the data, we will have a very interesting insight into the life of a Horclaw.
Plus, we could always just put it back after we're done,
Yeah, probably.
because that's never gone terribly.
Well, we'll see.
Well, I'm still thinking you guys are forgetting that there was some difficulties with putting it back.
Yeah, like if your Horclaw does not respond, turn it off and turn it back on again.
I seem to remember mentions of quite a bit of difficulty with putting the memories back.
Only if it was somebody else's memories, right?
There are problems with putting the memories back also.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
It's not a perfect recovery. Nox, just real quick, this is the song that you were talking about?
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll give you a link for that later.
Oh, talk about in Roll20.
Well, according to all the information that that you have from series and from your own review here, yeah, it should work on anything that forms, anything whose memories are formed like a human brain, like a normal organic brain as we in our modern day understand it. Truly
Oh my God.
completely alien things will not work on. Completely chip-based things like non-VI androids will not work on. But
Trineural network.
yeah, the trineural network is basically a replica, a synthetic replica of the human brain. And most animals, at least as I understand them, have brains that function in a similar way.
Okay, so using this on it and it working does not prove that it's sentient, right?
Correct.
Okay.
But it doesn't disprove it either.
Well, I don't care about that.
Yeah, it really gives you no data at all as to whether it's sentient.
All right.
You will have to sedate the Horclaw to a very specific brain frequency range for however long you are wanting to extract its memories, whether that's just a few minutes or its entire life.
Let's start off with a good month here.
Okay.
Only the socialization will be removed.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But we might take more later.
Okay.
Or after we see if we can put it back, basically.
Yeah. Give me a moment.
We want a month's worth of information on this thing's life.
Has it been on your ship for a month?
Yes.
Probably.
Wow.
A
Oh,
month
that
in
does-
just travel time.
Basically the month of socializing. I don't think he actually started socializing right away though.
Yeah, socialization's more recent.
Make sure.
Let's go ahead and do everything since slightly before it left the jungle. So it doesn't remember getting shot by us either.
Okay. GM needs a moment to look something up here. Why don't we fill that silence gap with
When the wind comes
nope,
sweeping down.
not that.
Oh, okay. I don't know. You gotta finish your sentence if you want it.
Nemesis interacting with, well, not Jai or Zoe, so that leaves Jack and Charlie.
Hello.
You want to
So-
play Delta Rain?
What is
Sure.
that?
So our bosses are crazy, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
What is that?
Well, their brains were
Delta
messed
Rain.
with. Oh, it's a VR MMO.
That sounds amazing.
It's great. It's just it's like all the. I was gonna say sci-fi stuff, but But
I
you
see.
can fly a ship, you can land on planets.
I see Nemesis is out here corrupting someone else.
Yeah. The only entertainment I was allowed at my old job was all the TV shows and holo projections that they produced.
This is so much better than that. We can if you want, we can do a little pirating. I think I've got an extra headset around here somewhere.
I don't know what that means, but yes.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever played anything like Elite Dangerous or any sci-fi video games?
Are you asking me or are you
You as a
asking
player,
Jag?
well, I guess either or.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but Jag doesn't.
Okay. But that was Delta Rain is something kind of like that, except obviously much more advanced. And so, I mean, yeah, I'll
You
give
made
y'all a
it?
walk game. The servers in this sector or servers in this system are pretty crap, but
This or... Hello?
hello.
I asked, like, did you make this or?
Oh no. This is just something I played before. I got screwed over by Mercury Corp. I had to start over a whole new account. It was the worst. Like probably literally the worst thing about the whole situation.
They ban you? What are you botting?
Well, no. Mercury Corp falsely accused me of essentially murder because I found some dirt on them.
It's really funny. I was about to say, what? Did they think you murdered someone? That's a joke.
What? No. They know I didn't murder anyone.
No, I'm just saying that, like, I was gonna make a joke about that, and then before I could even get it, you said, "Oh yeah, they just accused me of murder." I'm like, "Whoa, hold up."
Yeah, be suspicious of them claiming it's a false accusation.
Hey, wait a second.
So you don't have the best
So I assume my account may have been locked. I just I wasn't dumb enough to log into it. So I had to start a new one. I lost my cool username too.
The one with all the X's and 4s.
Yeah. Now I
Threes.
have to. Yeah, I had to start including Y's and stuff now.
Actually,
But all the
Nemesis
ones
spelled with a Y instead of an I is arguably, not even arguably, it's just objectively better.
Yeah, but that one's definitely taken too. Talking about how you do like the X's on the sides and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, all those variants are taken now too. So I just start using Y's instead of the X's.
Oh god. So it's Y Nemesis Y.
Yes, exactly.
All right, I don't want to cut your scene short, but I have the information I'm looking for. So if you guys are finished, I'll move back over.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
All right. It's going to take 6 hours. Actually, a little bit over 6.5 hours, if you want to go 30 days back. I actually have
Okay.
a formula for this. It's
What
crazy.
does it take to go all the way then?
Well, how far back do you want to go?
It's just a question.
So wait, is it just a linear like X amount of time for X number hours or whatever?
Oh no, I can post the formula if you'd like.
Go for it.
Can't wait.
Wow.
Where X is number of days in the QED and Y is number of days of memory lost.
All right, so let's see. I lost about 46 years of memory, right?
Oh
Something
boy.
like that.
Yep.
So, so that's Y is in days, you said?
Y is in days, yes.
Okay. So 45 years
Oh, he's already
times.
doing that. Awesome. You've got the tools. I see.
So 45 times 365.25 equals Y is 16,463.25 at minimum. All right. Well, technically we could shave that down a little bit because you don't really remember your first couple years anyway, but we'll go ahead and assume the full lifespan. All right. So that'll give us you know what? I can just solve for X using fucking Wolfram Alpha or
Yeah, I
something.
was
Here's an
gonna
interesting
say.
I would
question.
say you can definitely cheat.
That we might need to get a guinea pig for. What happens if you erase more than the entirety of their memory? If they hit 0 days and then you keep on going.
Well, you already kind of have a little bit of that answer. If all the crew were under the same effect for the same period of time, then however long, however much Jai lost, Zoe also lost. So if Jai lost 40 years, Zoe lost 40 years.
I didn't have 40 years. I was only 17.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, that's assuming they were all under for the same amount of time,
Yeah.
which I guess you're confirming here by saying that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
But yes,
They could have been put under for different times, and then once they hit 0, put in stasis.
But yeah,
That way they would be under for different amounts of time.
This formula ramps up very quickly. Just 18,000 days, which is 50 years, only requires 48 days under the QED.
Let me get open office so that I can make a calculator for it.
There, let me post a calculator for you.
Oh, you just have a calculator made?
No, I just used Desmos.
Oh,
It's just a
I was just
graph.
gonna make a thing in Excel, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not. It's not a. I mean, it looks complicated, but so far as probably.
Yeah, but I'd like to make it automated.
I'm pretty sure that's all. Oh, you're talking about like you can just like. Well,
Yeah, I could just plug in an X value and then it'll spit out a Y value.
pretty sure that'll do that too. Yeah, that just is a graph, so you can just probably. I'm assuming I'm not looking at it, but I'm assuming you can mouse over it or something like that to see what the X, Y values are at any given point.
Yeah, I can click and drag drag up and down the line, and it'll tell me how many days for that many days.
All right, it looks like I was in there for about 45 days. Roughly. At least given the calculations I've got.
That sounds. What didn't you already mention a number like that?
The 45 years.
I meant Dexter there.
Yeah,
Oh.
I said that 42 days
Yeah,
would be 50 years.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. Was off a little bit, but I don't know.
Or sorry, no, I had it wrong. 48 days would be 50 years.
Okay.
So
Then yeah.
yeah. And I believe you guys have the actual dates that you guys entered the stasis pods and the amount of time that you were in them.
but I don't have it written down. But we could just go down to the stasis pods and get it again. It didn't we didn't delete it.
I've also got it in one of these recaps here that I'm scanning through real quick.
I think it was in the first or second one, right?
Yeah, actually. Pod went into stasis 3250-0307, so March 7th. The original timer was set for 328. It was then reset for 321 of 3350. And that failsafe was basically 6 months.
Yeah. Hmm.
All right.
I've only given you a little bit of information about the QED, because that's what I can think of providing to you right now. Do you have any specific questions? You guys rolled really high on this, so do you have any questions that you'd like to interrogate it, essentially?
Hmm. Could we reproduce this technology? Like, could we make more of these if we wanted to?
If you had TL5 workshop capabilities,
Mm-hmm.
then it's theoretically possible. Yes. You would need a TL5 workshop. You would also need a lot more information about the actual design of it and the manufacturing process. But to answer the basic question, yes, they could be reproduced.
Okay. Like, we don't have to draw a pentacle on the ground and light some candles and chant in unknown languages.
No. So you're not restricted from making them by my exclusion of magic from the campaign.
Gotcha. Would it hurt if we did that?
Yes.
Dang it. All right.
Because you would summon something you didn't want to summon.
Actually, I
Yeah.
was just thinking that the stabbing yourself to get all the blood would hurt, but summoning something too.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it doesn't need to be our blood.
That's gonna hurt somebody. You can't use frozen blood. Sorry.
Once
Lame.
again, Dexter looks towards the neutral and edges it a little bit closer to evil.
Oh dear.
Amazing.
Okay. I'm trying to think if I have any actual specific questions. I guess if we did manage to find the QED, the actual storage compartment for this, would we be able to get our memories back with it? Based
Yes.
on what we're doing now?
Yes,
Okay.
you would.
Because the plan, as I see it, is we're gonna hack one of these things to point to where our memories are, and then that way we don't have to find the specific one. Is that
A possibility.
Is that where you're at? Okay.
It's definitely a possibility, though I don't know how easy that would be. Hmm.
Are you still
Because-
gonna
well,
take?
is it-
Are you still gonna strip the Horclaw?
The question is, will it be easier or harder than finding a thumb drive shaped thing in a galaxy?
Yeah, there is one thing I want to try. If we use one of the... all right, so we stripped a month from our Horclaw. Or let's strip a few minutes from our Horclaw first. And then we'll take the other one, and we'll strip a few more minutes from it, and we'll see if it points to the same region of space. Metaspace, rather.
Animal experimentation. I go get some makeup.
Don't have enough animals, and we definitely don't have Yeah, I mean, where's your control?
Thank
This
you for
is-
volunteering, Nemesis.
I'm not a Horclaw.
You're close enough.
No.
Ow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, we were.
Oh, jeez. Really letting them have it.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, looks like 1 day of memory loss is 0.01 days of QED.
So we gotta leave them in for 24 minutes? No, that's not how math works.
No, it's
Shut up.
not. 14 minutes.
Years.
Okay.
There we go.
That is a much shorter time period for you to leave him in. Easily fits within the 8 hours you're already working on this.
Mm-hmm.
And you sedate the little fella. Take out a day of its socializing training.
I've just sucked away 1 year of your life. Now tell me, how do you feel?
And you reanalyze the QAD. It does appear to have stabilized where that energy bleed off and incoming is going to and coming from. You've defined the variable.
Hmm. Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. What happened?
So I'm actually going to go in and expand that a bit. The UI on your data slab for doing all of this, it allows you to start and stop, but you note that there's no kind of timed function.
Okay.
You basically set it going, and it's going for either one of however long the Horclaw's brain patterns are in the correct state, and once they fall out, there's no going back in. It's not. It's just it's done. It trips a switch and stops right there. Or you plug the QED back in, bring up the UI, and click stop on the stopwatch. And once you have done that, you're able to keep him at the right level of sedation for 14 minutes fairly easily, especially with Jai's expertise, degree or no degree.
No, I definitely got the degree. I just don't have the license.
um, and once you've done that and uh, basically plug the you've got the QED plugged into your data slab to stop it. You unplug it, put it back under your equipment to analyze it, and you can see that where it was fluctuating in where it was pointing through metaspace, now it seems to be pointing to a much more stable location. So it does look like memories have a sort of address wherever they are. It's not so stable as there's no fluctuation at all, but it's the best analogy I could think of is fishing. It's about as stable as casting a line out into onto a calm lake and having a floater on that.
Okay. So
As
let's try the other one then. Or did you want to follow that up with something?
I was just gonna say, as opposed to just flailing the line all over the place because you're a 10-year-old boy who wants to see things fly around with sharp hooks on the end.
Right. So yeah, let's go ahead and try that again with a different machine and see if they point to the same region of metaspace so far as we can measure.
Okay. For some strange reason, I hadn't anticipated players ever doing this, so I'm now ad-libbing.
Okay.
However,
Yeah,
we're at 1 o'clock.
I didn't think about it until you were like, "Oh, it goes into a different dimension," and I was like,
The same place in a different dimension.
hmm."
We're at 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a 15-minute break and think about the puzzle you've put before me.
It's fine. In the meantime, while this is running, I'm going to let it run for a little bit, and then I guess I agreed to go get the other Android, Libra, set up. So I'm going to go head over to her room and help her get that cleaned up
Okay. Let's remind me of that
in 15 minutes. Sure.
in 15 minutes.
Okay. So, right, we've got the Horclaw thing going. I hope you had found a conclusion for that in the
I did.
15 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Give it to it.
And when you go and scrape again with the second QED,
Mm-hmm.
you don't notice any change in the Horclaw behavior.
Mhm.
And then when you go to analyze where are these things pointing, um, the second one, it's not pointing in the same at the same far distant universal location as the first one. So there's your first question confirmed. You can't just recollect or use a different QED to collect those memories and use that to then restore it.
Hmm.
And there is actually a little bit of strange behavior on the second one. It's looser than the first.
So what? Like the more you put on one, the stronger the hold.
Nope, I'm assuming that you guys did a rigorous scientific experiment and timed it out to the same exact length so that that was not a variable.
Mm-hmm.
But it's if I were to use the same fishing and floater equation or analogy, um, I would say that I would change it so that the floater is attached to the fishing line by a heavier rope. Um, Still thin, but heavier than fishing line,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what connected it. But on the second QED, it would be like it was attached by several different smaller threads of seemingly varying length. Like it was a frayed rope or a rope that had not been properly combined into a rope.
Hmm.
It's difficult to describe, of course, because you're only looking at data and charts and graphs, but that analogy gets across the effect that I think I want visualized here.
How many QEDs did we get again?
I think you got 8 on your.
No, it's here. We got 4.
Okay. You got whatever I typed.
Okay. So let's try that with a third one to see if it's even looser.
Okay. You spend your 14.4 minutes again, and come back. There's again seems to be no particular effect on the Horclaw, and it doesn't seem any looser when you analyze the results. It seems about the same.
Okay. Interesting. So I guess what does that mean exactly? If this initial pull is stronger, but these subsequent ones are weaker, but not noticeably weaker than each other.
Well, I don't want to just give you an answer for free. Does anybody have any guesses they want to try out? I
It
guess I
could-
did kind of actually tell you that I would give you answers for free. Do you want to make that your question?
So my thinking is, this, like, we're doing it on the same subject, but with different, like, maybe the fact that we're continuing to do the same Horcrux or Horclaw over and over again is causing it to fray.
If that were so, the third one should be weaker than the second, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
I'm so confused then because I thought he just said that.
No, the
No.
third one is about as frayed as the second one.
Gotcha.
Nah, give us that answer, Dex.
Before I do that, before I use your additional information on that, why don't you go ahead and give me a let's just go for a straight wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
A wisdom check. You can both make this.
Not intelligence.
Not intelligence.
Okay.
And there's nothing you can click on the sheet, so don't look for it. You'll have to roll it, or you'll have to
Alright.
type the roll. I've asked the sheet owner to add clickable stats, but it's such an edge case scenario. Like, I think I'm maybe the only one that does it. Okay. You both can arrive at this conclusion if you want your characters to have it.
Okay.
The first QED poll had memories to collect. The second and third had the exact same, not memories to collect. There was nothing to collect for either of those.
Oh, I see. So it's not going back from wherever you had memory, but it's going back from
From the
like
beginning, always.
right,
Well, from the present moment, always.
right. Okay. In that case, let's run this one longer while I go do stuff, and then see what happens when it actually catches memories again with time.
You're the one who has to keep it sedated. I don't know how to do that.
I mean, it should be sedated for another.
Yeah, I'm not going to make
hours.
it difficult for you. Oh, hang on. Yes, go ahead and give me an int/heal check at difficulty 8.
Okay. This isn't something I can just do.
It is if you want to go ahead and do that. It's the difficulty is below 10, so you automatically pass it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just being a punk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Jai
got ya.
has no problem keeping a Horclaw sedated for as long as he needs to.
Okay.
So I've been trying my best to pick up on, like, context clues. So like a Horclaw is like a living
rat.
thing.
Yeah, it's a small raptor.
Okay. Because because it sounds so similar to the Harry Potter thing, I thought like you're all just like messing with like a stone tablet or some shit. But then I'm like, well, no, we gotta keep it sedated. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
It's a living stone tablet. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's so confusing here.
So
It's basically a big, meaner chicken.
yes, the Horclaw is a
Crossed with a monkey.
yes, it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
Velocimonkey.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
Um,
Because I just want you to realize that, like, I was a security guard before all this, okay? Like, I'm just like, I thought that this was all about just, like, stealing from some like abandoned places.
Nah, we don't care about that. That's just for other reasons.
Yeah. So I'll be looking to, like, I guess Nemesis was what I was talking to before. So like, so what the fuck is going on, man?
I mean, you're the person who's never heard of the Raza, so
Jack has walked past the lab a couple of times and sees this thing that It looks like a velociraptor, but its feet are monkey feet, and its hands, its arms are monkey arms, and it has a prehensile tail. Um, and they're apparently doing something with it. And so, yes, take the scene to Nemesis from there.
There's
Okay.
also probably cackling. Look, I don't want to judge.
No,
Jai,
no, I don't cackle.
That's,
Out loud.
that's just, you know, poultry. Like that's not what someone at his level would do. Like that's a,
yeah. That would be a foul thing for him to do.
uh,
Oh God. All right.
so like I don't mean to like, you know, judge or anything. Far from it, since we're not near a spaceport yet. But what exactly are they like, you know, up to over there? There's like a weird thing on the table, and like they keep arguing over like whether it should be asleep or awake, and like, look, I just want to know what the fuck did I get myself into?
This is at Nemesis, by the way.
Sorry, what was it at? Or
What the fuck is going on, man? This shit is weird.
I mean, they're just doing science.
Is that what that is?
I think. So I guess I'll explain. So from what I understand, this QED thing, it's they Zoe, what is it? Zoe, Jai, and Android. Walter's off the ship now, right?
Mhm.
Just yeah, Zoe, Jai, and Android that were afflicted, if you will, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so they pretty much all their memories got wiped by one of those things. So you know they're trying to figure that out. Just doing a little science on the monkey that we picked up on Trinidad Shade.
Ah.
Monkey raptor, what do you want to call it?
And you're not concerned that this might backfire or anything, and that they're not just like doing some weird space drugs or something? Because like I heard about this report about, you know, people just
I've
like
been-
totally losing it on like one of these designer drugs.
I've been watching them on the cameras, and I have not seen them using drugs. Though Jai did used to give drugs to Walter.
Who's Walter?
Yeah, he's not on. Where did Walter go?
He went on a journey of self-discovery.
Yeah, we'll say that.
He went to go find his wife.
Yeah, when he says, "Wait, does that like, is he dead? Is that what you're saying?" Like,
Probably not.
I don't think so.
No, he's been in electrical this whole time.
I just want to make sure, man.
God.
Look, man, I just want to make
Hey,
sure
I'm just saying, Zoe is kind of sus.
Look,
Yeah.
I did reactor. I know that doesn't clear me, but nobody else did reactor.
You need two people per reactor.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, you know, I just want to make sure that I'm not the next Walter or whatever, and that, like, you know, I go off to find my wife.
You know what? Hold on. With this paranoia, I'm pretty sure you are the next Walter.
I'm just
That's
saying.
funny. You do sound
guys-
a bit like Walter right now.
I'm just trying to find what my place around here is. Okay, like you already got the vaults from me. Like and you know, apparently there's a new group of guys who are good at security. I'm just really nervous. Okay, like job security is like really important to me after my last job.
He's right. Why don't we just space him?
They haven't fired anyone yet.
That's my concern.
Just-
The way you keep talking about things, it
they
doesn't
just-
sound like people get fired around these parts. They just go
There-
off and find
there's-
their wife.
Suspiciously high turnover rate. That's like any job I've ever worked has had a high turnover rate. You know, this seems normal to me.
Look, I have a bad experience working for the mega corps. Okay, they just off people like it's, you know, just another Tuesday.
Well, I don't think they're like the Mega Corps. I mean, they screwed over a union guy before. I don't know. Like I said, I've been watching one of the cameras. They haven't murdered anyone that I know of.
Did you tell me if they did?
I mean, look, you could just show them our criminal records to disprove this.
But yeah, none of that stuff was proven, right? I mean, I'm still going with the angle that y'all were framed, because that was from before your QED thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't know if we did it or not.
I'm going by the sci-fi. I'm going by the trope where you lost your memories and were framed for it.
I mean, all right, Jai's going by the whole. I
would-
did it. I probably did it, but I probably had a good reason.
I mean, for Brent Nemesis' personal experience, the Megacorps love framing you for framing people for crimes they didn't commit.
Absolutely. I can.
That was my very
I
personal
may
experience.
have framed one or two people in my time.
You framed them.
Wait, are
He
you
was
a
he was a cop.
I
Get
worked.
him!
I worked
Oh.
security, but then they turned on me and had to get out of that.
Ah.
Yeah, that's a cop move.
Wow. All right. So any cops that were in the crowd have now left.
Well, fuck him. Anyway,
Wow.
Has Jack been convinced by Nemesis?
I'm very convincing.
okay.
I would say that Nemesis has definitely been has definitely turned into his I guess regular contact for asking what the hell's going on and like the most normal that I can gather around here, which is it's a pretty low bar, I will admit, right? But
Yeah.
but he doesn't speak Korean, so
Oh, do you speak? Oh, yeah, that's right. You speak British English.
yes.
Both.
Or Spacer, if you prefer.
No, I mean Spacer.
Yeah.
Somehow Nemesis does not speak the most common language that everyone else.
I grew up on a planet. Thank you very much.
So did the rest of us.
Did you?
Yes.
No.
I lived on the planet until like a month before I met you guys, or something like that.
Talk to anyone who didn't live on a planet? That's kind of racist, to be honest.
I mean, I'm just surprised that you went through all this time playing Deltarune and you didn't meet anybody that spoke Spacer.
Bro.
I was playing on the third servers. I was playing with all the other people on the planet
Oh,
that
but
also
they
know space.
but they didn't speak Spacer to get into character better.
I'd the RP. I didn't get into that RP scene.
I'd like to point
okay.
out that it's not racist, it's spacist.
Oh,
Get out, Dex.
worse.
All right. Well, it was a good run, guys. I'll miss you all.
Yeah.
I'm finding
All
any
right.
particular reason why I'm leaving, but
Yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
Let's actually, I'm gonna keep this RP going for a little bit longer with introducing Jack to Nova. I assume that at some point during this, Jai gets on the comms and tells Jack to get cracking on Zoe's contract there.
Mm-hmm. Make yourself useful.
Yeah.
Tracking her contract. How? What?
The contracts that Zoe found
Oh,
that are
yeah.
written in
Oh.
symbolic tran.
Yeah. I can translate those. Yes.
Right.
I'll
Perfect.
talk
Go
to the lady.
find Nova and work with her on it.
Absolutely.
She attacks you when you open the door. Just yell, "I'm not an android." You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll knock or ring the doorbell or whatever the.
As a reminder, if you get killed, we do not offer life insurance.
We don't.
No.
Oh.
I cannot promise I won't kill her first.
Don't worry.
Okay.
We're not expecting you to.
Got it.
because she'll definitely kill you first.
Anyway,
Really
Knock.
helping that nice normal image.
This is all very
Knock,
inspiring,
knock.
isn't it?
Oh, amazing.
knock, knock.
Hang on, one moment.
You're supposed to actually knock, not say knock.
I do both.
Actually, the doors are soundproof, so you have to hit the ringer.
It doesn't stop Jack from trying first. Like, it just.
They're not actually soundproof.
They're not.
I didn't
I
think
don't
they
know.
were. No.
I feel like they should be.
I don't see any reason for them to be. Wouldn't air gap the walls.
Well, no, but they're hard sealed. I mean, there's big pieces.
I mean,
of
if you
rubber between
knock
every
on
piece, right?
If you knock on them, you'll still hear the stuff ringing on the other side.
Oh,
Yeah, I think the
All right.
sound would definitely be dampened, yeah, but I don't think it would be soundproof.
Okay, all right.
Plus,
fair enough.
soundproof is actually kind of a security risk.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, unless they're using sonic weapons.
Well, no, I just mean that if you hear gunshots ring out farther down the ship, you want to be able to hear gunshots ring out anywhere on the ship.
Who the fuck is going to use sonic weapons in space?
People that don't want to destroy the ship.
Void carbines would still make noise. So anyways, Jack knocks. He gets no answer. Does he try the comm pad? Or not the comm pad, the pad on the door thing. Intercom.
Yes.
And he hears a grumpy what?
I have some contracts that I'm supposed to translate with your assistance. They're in symbolic Trin,
And
and you're the only other person I know that speaks symbolic Trin or can read it.
so you need me to translate them. Why are you here?
I was told to.
The door opens.
I very, very, carefully take a step inside.
Well,
Hi.
He sees his first Trin. First living Trin. The Trin won't be too much of a surprise to him. He's seen pictures of them. They're not all bald or hairless, but it's a big trend. This one is bald and blue-skinned. Blue skin is also a fairly common trend.
Da-ba-dee-da-boo-die. Sorry.
And he has seen that in both pictures and skeletons, except for those that have been looted and scavenged, they all do have some form of cybernetics. Unlike a lot of cybernetics in common, I guess, commercial, that normal people can buy, the Trin cybernetics tend to be more openly displayed, such as her arm and her other hand. One arm is completely cybernetic, and the other hand is also cybernetic. She also has a plate on her head. I have visual references if you guys like.
Yeah, see it.
Oh, I didn't add hers. Did add the rest of the crew. I'll post them, or I'll make them visible to everyone a little bit later.
I will greet Nova and Trin, just whatever the common greeting is.
She looks a little bit less angry than usual as he greets her in symbolic Trin.
Oh god, are the Trin like the French?
Oh, no.
That is the only thing that I learned in France is how to say hi, so that we could start the conversation on a good foot.
And that's by. Nah, whatever.
I believe you. Um, there you
Yeah.
go. That's what ended up being the final result for Nova. Except just imagine that there's a plate on her head.
Gotcha.
Because I couldn't get Art Breeder to do that.
Oh, she really is Nova from. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got that pretty
Okay,
dang
well.
close. I'm very proud of that effort. And I didn't even use copyrighted images to get there, as far as I know.
Nice.
Somebody else might have uploaded it, and I may have ended up using that. Um, she looks at Jack. How do you speak Trin?
Slowly and with great difficulty. Oh,
Yes.
Using his
Yes.
vocal cords.
Does she say that in Trin or just common English?
She
British
says
English?
that in Trin.
I'll say it in like, because my Trin is workable. It's not fluent whatsoever. Like, but
Yeah.
I can make myself understood. I say like I
Or it's
I
Trent.
I spent a lot of time on the planet on my own with nothing to do, waiting to be rescued, and I'm a bit of a language hobbyist, so to speak.
Why were you there?
Um,
oh God, this is gonna go well.
Or Epsilon?
I was given some information about a vault with some stuff inside of it that's valuable,
Mm-hmm.
and then we tried to get in, and some people died, and my
Good.
crew got scared, and they left me for dead.
You're just another grave robber.
Mm-hmm.
You. Sorry, I'm not there. I'll shut up.
Yeah. I wasn't aware that there was a grave.
It's.
Oh.
Oh.
She looks angry again.
Mm-hmm. If it helps your Nova's understanding, like I look as lost as anybody else.
Oh
Okay,
dear.
uh, that's good context. Uh, she still looks angry, and she growls. My entire planet is a graveyard. And then she follows that up, shouting, "Didn't you see all the dead?"
Jack, I think you got off on the wrong foot.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get Jack.
There's really no right foot to get on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a. Well, I'll just say that that was after I got there.
That doesn't seem to console her much.
To be perfectly honest, like Jack is not trying to. Like she's asking questions and he's answering as sincerely as he can. Like he's like, um and on that note, I'll just be like, well, um Jai asked me for these contracts to be translated. I could do a very, very awful job. I would really appreciate if you could assist. I don't think you have to like me to do that.
I don't. She picks up her compad and turns away from Jack. She's just sitting on her bed at this point. She shifts so she's looking away from him and calls Jai.
Hmm?
Did you send this guy over to me?
I told him to bring you the contracts so you could translate them.
Does he need to be here?
I don't really care.
Nova, you need to make more friends.
Yeah, you can hear Zoe just like sort of muffled over the comms.
Uh,
She,
Zoe, watch out! The Horclaw's waking up.
she,
Oh God, the claws.
sorry, gotta go.
she says okay and hangs up. Looks back over at Jack. I'll leave them on my table. Points at a table.
Well, I was actually hoping that we'd work on this together, so I could. I've been really practicing my Trin, and at this point, I'll switch over to Trin. It's just there certain things that seem out of place that I haven't been able to pick up because of like. 'Cause
She interrupts him.
I like to imagine it comes out. Some word come hard, or something, you know.
Yeah, no, he's got a working level. He can hold basic conversations here. But she does interrupt him and growls, "Why do I care?"
I just thought that you know I don't know, you feel yes okay, and he just like, sort of like tries to like let's start over. My name is Jack.
Yamo S. Jack.
And I'm just like, look, I understand that like you seem to not like you know anybody who's involved with this like planet in any way form that is not one of your people, but I can at the very least I can say that I
Tilts her head.
am incredibly interested and fond of this language. Okay, like it.
It's
Oh
slap.
God, he's trying to flirt with her.
No,
A very quick no.
he's trying to say basically like, look, most people don't even like attempt to understand like what's going on here. Okay, like I think I've shown that I've made at the very least some effort to understand the Trin and their culture. Okay, like, and I feel like that would be very important in order to like learn Trin properly.
Go ahead and give me a charisma and talk or connect roll.
I will try to use connect.
Okay.
The irony,
Otherwise, we will be in a lot of trouble.
the irony of trying
Well,
to
no,
connect
now
with
hold
the
on. Who's this we?
It's a royal we.
Yeah, I was just say the royal we.
Does nobody else see the irony in connecting with the Trin?
Is there perhaps a modifier for having this conversation in Trin?
You don't get a -2?
Hey man, don't I gotta shoot my shot, okay? I'm just trying out here.
You miss 100% of shots you don't take.
Word. Hey,
That's
that's
actually
not
not bad.
terrible.
That isn't.
But any negotiation with Nova's a DC 12, right?
Look, all I'm saying is, just give me a chance.
I was honestly hoping for a 3 there.
Look, the real
Actually, no,
translation.
wait. Actually, hold up. What was the result? Oh, is it? I can reroll that too because would you say this is diplomacy?
Yes, it is diplomacy. You can reroll
Oh yeah,
twos.
boy.
I thought you could only reroll
Oh no,
ones.
just once. Just once. It's just once. My
Yeah.
bad.
It's amazing.
She actually she stares at him while he's making his pitch.
Actually, no. You know what I will do? I'll use the level 2 of diplomat, and I want to shift an intelligent NPC's reaction roll one step closer to friendly.
Oh,
Okay.
you have level 2 diplomat.
Absolutely.
Okay.
What are your foci?
Diplomat, gunslinger, and alert.
At what levels? I mean.
So
2, 1, and 1.
if the
Okay.
diplomacy doesn't work, well, you've got
Hey,
the last
look,
argument of
hey
king.
man, hey man. I'm just saying, like just gotta
Yeah,
be.
no, it works. I like it.
Yeah. No. I that's perfectly fine use of focus. It would be a jerk GM to take that away from you. So, uh, the combination of his seemingly uh, genuine interest in the language, um, apart from any feelings that may evoke from Nova, and his diplomatic manner, uh, she uh, she softens a little bit. Fine.
I think that as well during our time together, like like translating this thing, I'll just like start talking about like all the different like things I found on the planet, like all the I imagine like some there's some like level of like stuff that she would recognize, like like food I found
Yeah.
that I really liked, like stuff like that, and
We'll
just
actually
saying like
wrap that in with his change in her I'm trying to do three things at once. His change in her attitude. She she expresses interest. She clearly misses her home planet. Um, and she actually seems to really appreciate being able to hear about things, although um, it treading too close to um, any semblance of what it's currently like down there. Like if he mentions just offhand that, oh, but I had to brush the sand off because it had blown on, even innocent little things like that um, seem to create a downward spiral where it makes her really sad, and then she gets really angry for being really sad, and she takes that anger out on him.
I think that definitely happened at least once for Jack to have picked up on that.
Yeah,
I don't
as
think
he's feeling out this conversation.
yeah, I don't think he gets to avoid all anger from her, but
No.
once I see it, it's like, oh, that's a landmine. I'm gonna step around that. I'm just gonna completely avoid this sort of uh,
Hmm.
situation, and gain a better understanding how to deal with Nova.
Through his interaction with her, he learns that she was actually let's say 8 years old or 14 years old. Uh, I keep going back to 8 because that's how long ago this was. She was actually 14 years old when um, the planet's normally breathable atmosphere suddenly turned into argon within a matter of minutes to hours. Um, she saw everyone around her suffocating and dying, and she was spared for some reason, and he gets the definite sense that she feels a
Survivor's guilt.
lot of guilt over that.
Yeah, survivors.
Yeah. And she has a very poor self-image to begin with, and everything makes her angry.
It's not a great combination.
um,
Gotcha.
is there anything that you would like to ask about her that you think Jack would have tried to diplomatically pull from her?
I don't think directly around her. I think Jack is still like like understands. Okay, look, you just you don't. Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not gonna get this person to like you, today. But you can definitely like make some progress on that front.
Okay.
And to that end, I think the thing that you would ask her about is like, um, do do you have any songs in Trin?
Um. Well,
Obviously, not asking you to make one up right now.
No,
This is
no, no,
literally-
no. She. Her anger is still biting back, and she gives him the obviously we have music.
No, of course, but I meant, do you know any? Because like, and then he starts to go off on a spiel about how like, well, you see, when I've learned other languages, and I found that like, you know, music is really good for memory. Like, it really helps you like pick up things, and it's just like tries to give her like basically a spiel of like, and it's very interesting to always see the differences of how like different languages have different sort of music, and then sort of try to like make it about how like learning through the culture is a lot easier than just I'm gonna sit here and memorize all of these vocabulary words.
Yeah, she thinks all of that is stupid, but does admit that yes, she knows some songs. But she repeats that she thinks what he's saying is stupid.
I even want to tell you about our songs, Baka.
Oh God.
Essentially, yeah.
All right.
But yeah, I think that's basically all. I'm just trying to connect through this and diffuse the situation as much as possible.
God, it's so good to have a diplomat on the fucking crew. God damn. Making friends. God.
I
Amazing.
feel like we did have one at some point, but they were one of the people who left.
Yep.
Yeah,
We drove them away with our weirdness.
you do. I blame you guys. You do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Meanwhile,
I'm
this
sure
one-
I'm sure that was it, and not just them not showing up. Or wait, was it the one who was briefly our pilot? In which case, I don't know what happened there.
No,
No,
so-
the diplomat was the telepath that had
Was
some.
captain for a while.
All right, no, that's their own fucking fault.
Well,
being a telepath is like, cheating at being a diplomat. Like,
it is. It's great too.
legitimately, just like, oh yeah, I just know what you're thinking. There's no guesswork here. I just know.
Yeah. No, Amonos had some scheduling issues before coronavirus hit, and then after that, it was just a shit show. And he was officially removed when we stopped having, when he stopped responding to me
Right.
in a timely manner. So let that be a reminder and lesson for every one of you. Make sure you keep a Discord tab open just in case I message you.
Right. Well, I do that anyway because I need someone to take out my anger issues on.
Yes, I understand, and yikes. I've
Wait, so
made.
What's their shipping name? Would it be like
Oh,
Jova? Would it be Jova?
Novak.
Would it be Novak?
Java,
Novak.
no.
Yeah, Novak's a good one. I like Novak.
Java is also good because it's a programming language.
Mm.
That's gonna
You can
do.
think of that on your own damn time.
For anyone who's interested, I have made the crew character sheets that I've put in so far visible to you. They're also editable, and controllable to you guys, just in case you're ever in a firefight with any of them.
Great.
But the main thing that you get to see there is just how much of a Pratt Jonas Pratt looks like.
God, he really just like slapped me face.
I know, right?
Is this Dex? Is this a picture of you?
No, it's not.
I just want to make sure that I'm not. bagging on somebody.
No.
Somebody important anyway.
Yeah, these
Lily
are all from
Grace-
art. These are all from Art Breeder, so none of these are real people.
I demand you
Right.
change Lily Grace's picture. I am the redheaded girl fucking engineer on the ship. Like, what
Well,
the fuck?
Maybe
I'm
you
sorry,
shouldn't
there are
have given
two
her
of
an
them.
Irish name then.
Yeah.
Lily Grace is not an Irish name.
Grieg
It's
is.
Yeah. Sorry, there's now another red-headed tech. You gotta accept it.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I guess I need to change my hair color. So many redheads now.
Yeah, it's not even rare anymore.
Oh well.
I'm going
Anyway.
blonde. Screw
I think
this.
I'm gonna
What?
go. I think I'm gonna go blue hair.
What were we doing?
Well, that was a conversation between Jack and Nova. It went surprisingly better than I think anyone expected.
Yeah, I'm still disappointed in that, but whatever.
No, I'm
Um,
glad. Good job.
You're just jealous.
Yeah, she never wants to baka him, you know?
True.
Yeah.
Jai and Zoe are still working with the QAD. This was happening during that.
Mhm.
And I believe at the end of that, Jai was going to check out, clean out the other rooms.
Yep. And let's assume at this point, like, it's probably the next day because we really need some sleep.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that way we can probably start getting headed to Kamiego after we finish loading another day here.
Okay.
Sounds good. Well, at this point, we should probably collect our new employees.
Well, they need to go to Kamiego anyway, don't they?
So that is the plan that we're going with? Okay.
I thought.
I don't care which plan we go with, but we need to figure that shit out.
Yeah,
No, they
we'll
said that they are willing. That would be the normal arrangement. Yes, they would load and then fly back to Kamiego, unload, and then be dropped back here. However, they said that if you were hiring them, they don't feel like they absolutely have to close that transaction. That they just need to. The real reason that they needed to wait for the ship was not so that they could part their employer on good terms. It was
Yeah, so
to
they can get
collect
their
the
sister
sister.
back. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we'll just wait for them to meet their whatever, and then we'll do stuff here in the meanwhile.
Okay.
And then Jack needs to go follow that ship back because I fucking told him to, and he needs to do his fucking job.
They hadn't left yet, so like.
So it sounds like
Oh,
Jack
that's
gets a
right.
few hours of sleep before, and he has to wake up before anyone else on the ship in order to get back there so that he can properly track whatever ship is flying back.
Sure.
Android is, of course, awake, and if needed, she will wake him up.
I don't think it's needed. I think Jack has been. It's been ingrained in him to just have to wake up early. That's just like, standard security, former military type.
Okay. I will say that there wasn't a whole lot of translating that happened during that encounter, but there was connection making and forming the basis for a much easier translating as you go along. You're no longer battling with Nova at every step.
You now have a working relationship.
Yes. So does Jack get on the Marauder and start flying over?
Yes.
Okay. As he is approaching the city, he sees that that there is the sensors pick up that there is a frigate landed within the not city, the small town limits. Where does he want to land?
Well, my job is only to like follow them,
Mm-hmm.
make sure that where they're going, where they say that they're going.
I'm not really sure what the intent is. I don't think there's any doubt they're going to Kamiega, right?
I mean, they're not going to Kamiega. They're going to like where their ship is.
Well, the ship is in the small town that hosted that has the radio station, and that's
Right.
also where the salvagers were that you hired. So everything so far is as they said it would be. That the ship was here to pick up the cargo, and here it is. I think, and Lulu, correct me on this. Jai wanted Jack to follow the frigate as it left here, taking the cargo back to Kamiega. Lulu
Yep.
will have to fill in why he wants that.
Oh, I just mostly want to see where they're going and who they're delivering to.
Okay.
Okay.
Same system?
Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, okay. I was very confused by this whole
But yeah,
thing.
they're going to Kamiego. They're not leaving the fucking system.
Yeah, well, I didn't realize they were in the same system. 'Cause I
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
actually
that's
looking at the map.
departure from Stars Without Numbers norm. This is a system that has two worlds that are
Gotcha.
actual locations in it.
Yeah, sometimes systems have more than one planet, Dex.
Yeah, definitely. But the Stars Without Number default is one interesting world per system.
Yeah. I
Yep.
mean, yeah. I'm just saying it makes sense that some systems would have more than one planet in the habitable zone.
I agree. I have a few systems like that,
Like this one.
like this one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I mean, now there's only one habitable planet here, but
True. True.
But the reason the one planet's uninhabitable is not related to where it's at in the system.
well, yeah, someone
It used to be inhabitable.
like 8 years ago, and then something happened, and I don't know. I'm just saying the perimeter is pretty damn sus here.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that like what Dex is saying, right, is that as far as the creation of the system, it was habitable. Now, if other actors were involved that led to not it being inhabitable, that's not his problem, right? Like,
Yeah, we'll go with that. All of the random
Anyway.
horrific things that have happened in this sector are not my fault.
Well, I mean, they are.
So yes, so where does Jack put the Marauder down in relation to the other ship and the radio tower?
I think closer to the radio tower, just because I am familiar with that that terrain and like what's going on.
Okay. And is he going to stay in the Marauder? What's he doing once he lands?
I think I will stay in the Marauder or near the Marauder, but I'm going to be using like some of my gear to keep an eye on what's going on and whatever. If the Marauders got like sensors and shit that I can use, that
Yeah, it does.
cool.
Okay.
But I do want at some point to just be able to pull out my TL4 binoculars. Just gotta have that scene of me just like over a ridge, just like looking down.
Okay, so Jack wants to be on at an elevated position.
Absolutely.
You gonna
Old
climb the
habits die
tower?
hard.
You gonna climb the tower? You
At
gonna
some
climb
point.
the tower?
He could climb the radio tower. It is sturdy.
Some point.
Okay. Um. So, after Jack has landed, and this is before he gets out to climb the radio tower, unless at some point is like 15 minutes after he lands.
It'll be, well, it'll be like a thing of like, oh, if I have the chance, I will, but no,
I'm sorry, why are you climbing a radio tower?
Because he wants to use binoculars.
because I can, and you're not here to stop me.
Okay, whatever.
He sees people in atmo filters and carrying what look like advanced assault rifle type weapons, tactically approaching the Marauder.
Do they hail? Do they receive?
They do not hail, but on closer inspection from him, it looks like the guys he just hired.
Do they respond if I hail them?
If so, Jack tries to hail out to them.
Yeah.
You hear the voice of Handsome Jim. Yes, who is this?
Yeah, this is Jack. We
Oh,
met before?
from the Raza.
Yeah.
Oh god, don't just. Oh god,
where are
informational
you?
security.
Is that your shuttle?
Is that what this is?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
sort of a shuttle. It's like a fighter shuttle hybrid.
Yes.
You hear him say something in Korean, and clearly he's talking over to the rest of them. And the tactical movement stops. They relax. They calm down. And he starts walking towards the Marauder. We have a problem.
What's that?
Lily John has changed the arrangement. Shion is not on the ship.
And I know this to be their.
Yeah,
Former
you've
boss?
heard. Jack has enough grasp of languages that he can clearly and quickly make the transition. That's the sister that they were talking about.
That is a problem.
Yes.
What is the change in the arrangement?
Now bring your captain here, and we should talk.
All right. I'll contact Android and be like, get me out of here. I gotta go talk to the captain.
You're just gonna take the ship out.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You can reach the Roz. I've already mistakenly established that.
No. It's fine. I want to make it clear. I am contacting Jai through the comms, but I want to make sure that the Marauder is not touching ground while we're having this conversation.
Okay.
All right. What's the problem, Jack? You're supposed to be quietly following them off planet.
Yes. It seems that there's been a change of plans on their side.
Yes, go on.
The girl is not where they were supposed to be, and so I think that they're being strong-armed into keeping their side of their agreement with the former boss. I'm
All
not
right,
sure.
just put me through to them.
Okay. Sure thing, boss man. And I will.
Okay. You hear Handsome Jim's voice. Hello?
This is Jai. What's the situation?
The landlord of Dry Sun has sent some of his goons in place of Shiyun. told us that the arrangement with Lilyjohn has changed.
To what?
Says that Shion will stay at the Dry Sun instead of coming with the ship, and that the Leaping Ferret will not leave Trinitafade with us to go back to see her until it is at least half full.
I see. And how close are you to getting it half full?
It will take another 3 or 4 days of salvaging.
Do you know where Dry Sun is?
Or do we know?
I would not be able to navigate there.
Right then. Okay. Well. Alright, out of character, does anyone have a preference on what we do here?
Yeah, you guys want to take a quick 10-minute out of character conversation to...
I
Gordon?
mean,
Shit,
it's just a frigate, right? I mean, I don't know.
I'm back. What's going
Oh,
on?
someone recap Xander and then take a 10-minute conversation.
Alright, so here's the situation. The Lily Grace, not Lily Grace,
Well-
Lily John altered the deal.
Pray
So
if
you
you
know
can alter it further.
You know how we talked about keeping the daughter or the sister as a hostage?
Oh, so
They're
Somebody
using the sister as a
already- yeah.
hostage.
Somebody got way ahead of us in that regard.
Yeah, they were ahead of us on that.
are they keeping it on the ship or on?
On
No,
a separate
I mean,
ship. Crazy.
I don't think we know exactly where yet, other than the name.
All right, they're keeping them on Dry Sun, so they're forcing them to basically work for them a lot more before they'll take them back. To pick up the sister. So
So we got to rescue the sister and then pay them. Ugh.
Well,
yeah.
so no. So now we're morally justified to take their ship.
Oh
Right.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
All right, so we're good with just taking their ship now, right?
Oh yeah, no, they overstepped.
All right, yeah,
That's how we can morally justify it.
Well, the way I feel of it about it now is that they've inconvenienced Jai.
There's also that, and I like the vengeance angle.
I wouldn't go so far as to call it vengeance, but
I am the knight.
I would.
all right, fine, it's
I
vengeance. Sure.
I am Nemesis.
Vengeance.
Yeah. All right, fine.
I
All right,
know
so piracy sounds good. Let's go ahead and Nemesis, quit fucking around with that scrap metal you're hauling off to God knows where. We need to get moving.
Right.
Scrap? What scrap?
No, I feel like we all see Nemesis doing it. It's just
Hold on,
we don't
hold on.
care.
I have sneak skill.
All right, let's see how much subterfuge Nemesis is doing this with.
I'm gonna assume dexterity in this case. I'm just trying to make it so they don't notice it. Oh, not great.
Can I notice it with a trade skill roll?
You can roll whatever you want, or you can simply decide. This is
I'm
player
fine.
v player.
I'm fine with whatever.
No, can I just say Jai noticed, but he doesn't do anything because he super doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm fine
I
with
wanted
that
to use
too.
my expert reroll on it.
God.
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, I super notice.
And if you guys want, for the lulls of it, I could simply say that Android sends a error report, one of her thousands, to both Jai and Zoe, with
Numbers don't add.
footage of Nemesis going back and forth suspiciously 10 times.
You know, I just assume they're stuffing these giant pieces of scrap metal under their shirt, and it's very, very obvious.
No,
I'm sorry, Nemesis.
It's only one encumbrance worth, so it actually isn't that obvious.
Unless they're trying to do multiple ones at the same time.
Yeah, or taking several trips.
Yeah.
How long are they not in their room?
I'm gonna leave that as a discussion between you and Meowican.
All right.
What do you mean? How long am I not? Like, as a general rule of thumb, or
Well, you're going off and doing stuff. Are you in your room?
I mean, I'm stashing it in my room.
Yeah. Next time you go back to your room, it's entirely filled with scrap.
I guess this is
Amazing.
where we're storing it now. Congrats.
When you say entirely filled,
I mean, you open the door and scrap falls out.
On you.
I,
Take 1d6 damage.
I could just imagine like the next meeting is like, hey, Nemesis, I really like your idea of changing the place where we store the spares.
Thank you for volunteering to let us use your room as an extension of the cargo base.
Oh, Jesus.
Does
Amazing.
Nemesis contact anyone after scrap floods from her room like it was turned into a scrap ball pit?
no.
Not
long-
even medical bay.
Hold on. How long did that take them to pull that off?
Well, I have 6 crew members plus an android plus 2 androids, so probably not actually that long.
Nemesis did notice that
I'm just trying to figure out when you did that. I wouldn't notice you go into my room. Oh, that's why you're asking if I was in my room.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were off doing scrap stuff.
I guess I was supposed to be doing my job of managing the salvaging operation.
The salvaging operation has been slower than usual today.
Oh yeah, I was like, I'm actually just looking around the facility trying to figure out where everyone's
Where
gone.
is
yeah,
everyone?
why are they on such
Like
a
they're
long
doing-
break?
Oh, we were all in electrical, turning the lights back on.
Beautiful.
Oh, somebody among
God.
Honestly, the best thing to come out of Among Us is the memes, not the game.
Yeah.
the name tab. And also, sus becoming a popular term is amazing. I love it. I heard it before and I love it.
Mm-hmm. All right. But yeah, let's go get some. While everyone's filling up Nemesis's room with crap, let's go ahead and do some piracy.
All right.
I probably wouldn't bring it up in the meeting. I would be too sheepish.
Well, the good
Sheepish,
news
that's
is
the word I was looking for earlier.
the good news is now you have all the scrap you need.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The bad news is you no longer have any place to sleep.
You want to put a numerical value on that for me, remembering that 200 scrap is equivalent of 1 ton of cargo space. Not specifically 1 ton of weight, but just 1 ton of cargo space.
Yeah, how much room does how many cargo space
I mean, a
room?
ton seems reasonable.
I think actually a ton sounds about right.
Yeah, like waist high. Like let's
Yeah.
not go overboard here.
Yeah.
They,
All right.
Yeah, they
By
still
the
have
way,
to be able to get it in.
There is probably going to be scrap just sitting around my doorway for quite a while. Like I've just basically tunneled and piled out in the hallway.
Yeah. Nemesis gets a call. Nemesis,
You're
stop
telling-
throwing your scrap out into the hallway.
What is this, the homeowners association?
This
Yeah.
is the captain of the ship, so yes.
Yeah, basically.
All right, Xander, if you don't mind to update the ship inventory, and of course, Meowkin, go ahead and note that you've got 200 scrap.
All right. Let's see. That should cost us 170 because of the. I believe they said
I
they
already
put
had
30 before.
Yeah, I already had 30 in there.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
So is this is spare parts, right?
Yeah.
I also
Spare
had
parts,
like,
yeah.
Okay.
I did also have like 100 spare parts already.
Okay, so we can just drop 70 then.
Well, no, I want the whole 170.
Yeah, Nemesis's 100 was probably
I had
in the
I had
workshop.
100. Yeah, I
Okay.
had 100 like properly stored.
Yeah.
All right. So
Or
yeah,
in a bed
drop
for an extra 100.
drop
Something I
170.
bought for myself.
All right.
A hundo.
Okay, and are you leaving anybody to continue salvaging at the site, or are you packing everybody onto the Raza?
Is there any
Mm,
non-combat crew we could leave behind?
We could leave behind the Russians. They're not combat crew. I think they're explicitly not combat crew.
Yeah.
Like, didn't they say they wouldn't do any fighting?
No, your assistants, your lab people will not do any fighting. The Russians are ship crew, which does include ship defense if necessary, so they will do fighting.
Right. But there's no point in leaving the lab techs behind because they can't salvage. Or I guess Lily Grace can.
Lily
They
Grace,
probably they can. But I don't know if they'd really, appreciate it.
Yeah. This is not my job.
We'll just bring everyone with us. It's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fair. So, just so I'm clear, are we attacking the
A ferret.
We're,
the
we're,
ship? The
we're
ship that-
attacking
Well,
Hansen.
I guess that's the question. The strategy. How do we want to do this? Do you just want to go ahead and attack and take the ship, or we want to follow them? Or
I think what I'm thinking is it's best to do it while they're grounded, and we can just fly over them and intimidate the shit out of them with being, a cruiser.
Oh, it's a good thing. Wait, have I done the project long enough to get our guns sufficiently?
Nope.
Shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
pretty close,
let's
though.
intimidate. Let's intimidate them with our not having any guns.
We have
No, we
one
have a
turret,
gun, and it's
And
probably a frigate.
and we also have the Marauders guns.
I'm going to. Well, no, that's probably a better. Hey Nemesis, do you want to work on jamming them, so they can't send a message to?
Sounds fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works, but it sounds fun. I mean, out of character, I don't know how it works, but
Yeah.
Character, I can figure that out.
I
Yeah,
think
Nemesis
it
should
had
be able to figure it out, and I'll
something
come
to
up
do
with
with
a mechanic for it.
communication. Yeah. So should we tell the Koreans to just go with them, and then we'll take them in flight?
That seems like it'd be a lot more difficult.
I feel like we need. Can we get a better name for the group of people that are Korean than the Koreans? Like I feel
The Aegeans.
I actually do
from
have
AGO.
a name that I'm using for internal references if you'd like that.
They,
Sure.
Go for it.
The name they refer to themselves as, I suppose. Surely they have a group name.
The Vault Idols.
Great, sure, fine. The Vault titles.
Okay.
All right. But no,
I still say we could help them in this instance.
help who?
The Idols. Do you mean?
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're doing?
Oh, I completely misunderstood all of the past 10 to 15 minutes of planning then.
Oops.
Yeah, their sister got.
Shoot the Vault Idols.
Yes.
I repeat, do not
What I
shoot the Vault.
listen, what I had interpreted you guys as being doing as, so we have to help them in order to get them as crew. Nah, fuck that. We're betraying them instead.
No, we're helping them.
No, I'm just mad.
That's what I thought had happened. I
We're
just
not
didn't
real
say
hard
anything.
to-
about this group, doesn't it?
Yeah. Look, I'm just annoyed that I have to save their sister in order to get the chance to pay them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Think about
It's-
it. They will be
it's
very
fine.
thirsty. They will
The-
be
the-
very loyal after this.
it's
Yeah.
fine. All
Yeah,
right,
no, it's
so
fine.
yeah, let's go ahead. So are we? I'm inclined to take the ship while it's on the ground because that will make it a lot easier to avoid any of them, being able to run away and avoid like a more difficult boarding situation.
Mm.
I-
How much time has passed since they called and were like, "Hey, is that your shuttle?"
Oh, I guess this is actually. Well, I guess.
About an hour and a half.
I was gonna say this seems like a right for a planning session. Wink,
Right.
wink.
Yeah.
So we jam them. We fly over. Do we want the okay? So do we want the Vault Idols to be in the ship so they can take it over from the inside, or at least open a door so we can get in?
Yeah, let's do that. They can be in the. If we can convince them to go in the ship and start loading things in there, they can help us. They can help us out when we drop onto the ship. And we'll have Jack and Android lead a strike crew down onto the ship, and I guess I'll demand their surrender from the ship while doing that.
What's Android's health situation? Has Android been fully repaired, or
Yes.
Do we want?
Yeah.
Do we want? Do we want to send in Nova too? That sounds like a fun time.
We'll ask Nova if she wants to possibly fight her way onto a ship.
People who steal from this world actively.
Yeah.
Is Jack there to help the conversation along?
I am. In fact, it would be a strike with me and Android. Although I don't know what our like stands on like Android doing like
She's
combat.
not fond of Libra, and I doubt she's fond of Android, actually.
Yeah.
I
Actually, no.
really-
Yeah, this
No, no,
sounds
so-
like a terrible idea.
Yeah, never mind.
No. So my question was like, what, like, what's the whole deal with like Android and like being in combat and stuff?
Okay, so here's the problem. Android's good at close combat fighting. And at some point, Android decided the best idea was to put Nova and Libra, who are like Libra is the jailer of Nova's people, in the same room, and then Android had to choke Nova out in order to get her to stop trying to kill Libra, and so I'm not sure that.
Look, Libra was very uncomfortable with it.
Look,
And
I'm loving the context, but I meant like quite literally in the sense of like there's nobody to like roll for
Oh,
them and stuff.
I
And
assume
that's
Dex
what they
would.
do.
yeah, Dex would have to.
Yeah,
Run.
if you're using Android in a combat capacity, or really any capacity, I will go ahead and roll as a GMPC.
do we know if we'll have the support of? I'm assuming we'd have the support of the Vault Idols, but I don't know if we can really arrange to have them part of the plan officially.
We can. Yeah, we can. We can just go over to them and ask.
Well, we need to move quick. I think the plan requires. Well, I guess they need to load up, right? So they'll presumably be here for a while.
So let me give you
Yep.
a couple of considerations for your plan. Taking the Marauder over, you can fly low enough that the ship apparently did not pick it up when Android last flew it over, and might not pick it up again. The Raza will be picked up by the other ship. They will know when the Raza arrives.
What about our communications? Do we need to be concerned hiding those, or like I said, I'm just figuring out how if we can count on the Vault Idols, how and are we able to coordinate with them? Does that make sense?
You could communicate with them over the ship-to-ship, but those kinds of transmissions can be detected. They're secured. You're not going to be interpreting. They won't be able to hear what you're saying, but
they'll know to communicate with the third party.
Yes.
Yes, we really would want to maintain the element of surprise. So maybe we just kind of gamble that the Vault Idols will join us on the fly, but
like I said, you can bring the Marauder over, and you're confident that that can be kept off the radar of the Leaping Ferret, as long as you don't park right on top of it.
yeah, but I'm not sure if that's in arrange. I mean, I guess we could do that to give them a heads up.
How many people can we send on this Marauder before the Raza's crew complement is affected? Because don't we need 10 people to fly the Raza?
You do. Well, not to fly it, but it has penalties for not having enough people to
Right.
to any checks that it might need to make.
So what I'm thinking is the Raza goes up, flies, and then like drops down onto them. So it looks like we're leaving, but then oh surprise! I don't know. I don't know if that's even possible. Because you said that like as soon as the Raza lifts off, they're gonna know, right?
Well, as soon as the Raza approaches the town, probably within a half hour of approaching the town. They've only got a frigate. They don't have like a air traffic control tower, so they won't pick you up all the way where you're at right now.
Did they leave a satellite in orbit? How are they seeing over the horizon?
Sensor magic.
Oh, okay. Well, they're bouncing it off the ionosphere or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But where you're at right now, yes, the Raza could lift off, go into orbit, and you're confident would not be detected by a frigate as far away as they are.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfectly fine then.
Because then we could just like drop on them.
Yep, I agree with that. So, how many people do we send? Would we send over on the Marauder?
Well, let's see. We got. I assume you want to stay on the Raza.
Mm-hmm.
So you, me, the 3 Russians, switch. So we're gonna need 4 more.
The Marauder has a crew of 6.
Has a required crew of 6?
No,
Six
no,
max.
6 max.
Okay, yeah. So I assume Nemesis is gonna be on the Raza, so she can do jamming.
You
we need-
can
I can
put more
also-
people in the Marauder, but it's uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I can join you on the assault with my drone too.
yeah. But you can do that from the Raza, right?
Yeah, it's got like a 2-kilometer range. I think. Stalker
Yeah,
drone.
we're basically gonna drop directly on top of them and be like, "Hey, surrender, or we crush you." So I think you'll be close enough. Charlie, do you want to go on the Raza? Or you want to go with the assault?
I feel like I would be better on the ground than I would in the air.
Okay, so and the 3 people won't do anything ship crew wise, so they're just gonna be strapped in for most of this. Let me think.
Do we have were we able to have any numbers on how many goons?
So right now the Raza crew is Android, Jack, Charlie. Possibly
Is that
Nova,
Not the Marauder crew.
and possibly Libra.
Yeah, I
You're talking about
I think
the assault
Xander
crew.
meant the Marauder crew.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
what did
yeah.
I say? Sorry.
You said the Raza crew. I was like,
Yeah, sorry. I'm doing this from both. Like I literally have my hands up and I'm like counting fingers. So
okay.
Let's.
120% of my brain power was trying to keep track of
I,
it.
th- I don't know how valuable it will be to send people over on the Marauder anyway. I mean, I think it'd be mostly good just to have a firing position from it.
Mhm.
So we only really need 1 or 2 people there.
Who's the best gunner?
AI.
The problem with that, Android's not gonna be able to basically do ground assault and control a ship. I don't
Yeah,
think.
no, she's gonna be flying the Marauder. I'm gonna be flying the Raza. But we need somebody to shoot the Raza's 1 gun.
I have +0 shoot,
I also have +0 shoot.
but you can't.
As do I.
So
we
I
might.
could technically shoot it without penalties. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna be great at it, but I guess I'd. If we're jamming signals, I suppose I would need to remain on communications, wouldn't I?
Yeah, well, and so since we don't want to send Nova and Libra, like which of them has the better shoot?
I imagine Libra.
Dex.
Dex, what's Libra's shoot?
Libra is going to be better at ranged combat than Nova, purely
Right.
because of integral weaponry.
Congratulations, Nova, or not Nova, but congratulations, Libra. You're on the guns.
Gun.
Gun.
Well, yeah, 1 railgun and a Hydra array.
No, the Raza's guns.
Oh, the Roz's gun. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. And then Charlie can be on the Marauder's gun if we really.
I
All
cannot
right,
use the gun.
who are we sending over on the Marauder though? I thought it was just Jack.
No, it's Jack, Android, Charlie, and Nova.
When I say ground assault, I mean
That's-
telekinetic armory.
Wouldn't
Yeah,
it be better to have the strike force in the Marauder if we're going above them so they don't have to trudge over the ground to get there?
Look, so here's my understanding of the plan. The Marauder gets there and sets up with the Koreans, or the Volatiles, and gets the ground assault figured out. We come in, jam them, tell them to surrender, or we'll fucking kill them, as a distraction for the ground crew to take over.
Okay.
So my thing is, we only need a gunner to make it apparent that we could kill them.
Okay, I thought we were going to try like rappelling down from the Raza.
No, No. We are mostly there to keep them from leaving.
All right, that's fine then. Let's make it happen.
I'm gonna throw a quick wrench in your plan. Well,
Of
potential
course.
wrench. I have decided on ship weapons in atmospheric conditions, and the turrets that you have will absolutely work. They're fine as long as you're under the atmosphere. As long as you're within the atmosphere and you're not trying to fire from orbit and down.
Mm-hmm.
However, the turrets that you have, the cannon that you have, is of a very powerful variety. It will probably crater everything within 250 to 500 meters.
That's a little excessive, Dex. That's think very carefully about 250 to 500 meters there.
Didn't we talk about that? Isn't that like what kind of scale am I looking at? Oh, I'm probably thinking in feet again, aren't I?
Probably.
What kinds of explosions make 500 meter?
A major asteroid impact.
Oh, I guess that's actually a 1,000 kilometers
Half-
in diameter, or a kilometer in
No,
diameter.
It's half a kilometer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's half a kilometer in
In radius.
Well,
radius, and it'd
yeah.
be a kilometer in diameter, which is
Yeah.
wild.
Okay, so the scale I'm thinking is that it would eventually, essentially, level a city block.
Yeah, I'm thinking in feet.
Now I should note
Okay.
that if we're in this atmosphere, it's mostly argon. You said,
Yes.
right?
Non-reactive.
That's non-reactive,
Yeah.
so it shouldn't really be enhanced by atmospheric conditions.
Yeah, I don't know about those types of things. Just the destructive blast, the shockwave at the very least, is 50 meters more reasonable there?
I don't know.
That's like
I mean, it's more.
150 feet.
Might be
Yeah.
close to the city block.
Okay, 50-meter radius.
I
mean,
but if it does about the same
It's-
damage to the ship, it probably doesn't really matter to us.
Yeah, the goal I'm going for here is to allow ship weapons to be used in atmosphere, just with the
They don't have high
consideration.
precision.
I'm sorry.
That's
I'm saying that
impressive.
they don't have high precision. They're like area of effect type stuff. So
Yeah, they don't have high precision, and if you were trying to like if you were trying to level a building in a town because that's where the bad guy is, you risk killing everybody in that town with a ship weapon. You might want
Alright,
to use a
well-
more precise weapon. That's the challenge I'm trying to put in there for ship
Collateral
weapons.
Which
Alright,
means at
that's-
some point you need to install a precision weapon.
That's fine.
That's
we
what
yeah,
Warhammer's for.
Our
Yeah.
part of the plan is just, hey, if you do anything, get
Yeah.
fucked, and everything around you get fucked.
let's just yeah. I think we can just go for it. So let's just make
That sounds like that's a
let's
go bluff.
let's make it happen.
Okay.
Because I want to do. I at least want to get something started this session.
Okay.
We're gonna trust Libra on that.
Okay, so let me look at your plan here. The assault on Leaping Ferret. First, determining whether you can coordinate with the Vault Idols. Trying to make a stealthy approach with the Marauder in advance. Tip off the idols to your plan. Nemesis is in the Raza. Will swoop down and jam signals and join any assault from the ground team with the assault drone. You're also threatening the ship while they're grounded by flying over them, by being over them with the Raza. The strike team is led by Jack and Android, and not joined by Nova, I believe he decided, but Jack,
yeah,
Android, and Libra.
No. Libra's with us.
Oh,
'cause she's
Libra's
the
with
only
you.
one
Okay, so
Yeah.
sorry, Jack, Android, and Nova, because Nova can be on the ground team then.
Yeah.
If Nova's willing to go, because Android is
A problem.
probably not endeared to her. Or if she's
Nova
not-
actually is willing to take on when Jack kind of translates it into terms of being able to basically assaulting people that are salvaging her dead. she's willing to overcome her previous like heartfelt terror and desperation or depression about seeing her planet like it is and kill some people. She's actually kind of excited about that.
I thought you might like that.
Good for her.
Ooh,
Let's do it then.
Hopefully, we don't kill anybody important to the.
None of the other ship crews joining on the assault, right?
No, they are.
Okay.
That's
We have-
So we're gonna have the Raza undermanned, which I think is probably fine.
Yeah, we
Oh.
have 9. We have 9 people. we don't have anyone.
I mean,
That's probably fine. I don't think it's.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I mean it is what it is. Everybody's where they're best suited. We just need to hire one more person, and we are trying to take care of that.
let's do it.
So let's go ahead and
So-
do that. Let's start off with the stealthy approach with the Marauder, and
So it
for
was-
that,
So Android's flying that for this part, right?
Yep.
But who is on the Marauder? Is it just the entire strike team, or
Yeah, it should be everybody on the strike team. So it's Jack, Charlie, Android, Nova.
hmm
We could like if we had tokens for everybody, we could just move everybody around.
yeah, I've been remiss in creating those. I apologize. Like
That
obviously,
actually that wasn't a call out. I'm just saying.
no, it's accurate. I obviously I created the pictures so that I could have some visual representation of them. I fully intend to put them on tokens for you.
Cool.
And that way you can move them around. All right, where is her interlink skill? What the? Oh, there we go. Okay, interlink.
Cells within cells, interlinked.
The
We
approach with the Marauder under stealthy conditions is successful, but I would let you roll your aid check to make it more successful.
Well, and this is part of the plan, so it's already 12.
well, that's
Uh,
Nah.
the 8
yeah,
automatic,
the aid
gotcha.
check makes it a 12, and that does
Gotcha.
succeed. So the Marauder comes up as stealthy as can be. Even the Vault Raid or the Vault Idols have not detected that you guys have arrived. Somebody is getting out of the Marauder to approach them. I assume the entire strike team is getting out of the Marauder.
I will use pressure field for the. I will commit the effort for pressure fields to just cover everyone.
Okay.
I think at this point the Marauder or the Raza is going to take off, right? Or has already have taken off. Whatever the timing is.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Raza has already taken off.
Okay.
I'm hand waving the timing for you.
we're
Plus-
confident enough. We took the time to plan that.
I
Yeah.
assume somebody did the math.
Yeah, it took the Marauder an hour and 20 minutes to get there anyway, so yeah, you've had time to coordinate everything.
Gotcha.
Who is approaching the idols? Or Handsome Jim in specific?
in the strike team, or
Yeah.
I guess I would.
Okay. Unless you want to roleplay it out, and we only have about 5 minutes left in the session here, I would let you roll a lead with charisma or intelligence to explain the plan to them and bring them on board.
You said lead
With charisma or intelligence.
or
Yeah, or
what was the other option?
Intelligence.
charisma or intelligence.
I am bad at all of these.
It's okay. I can aid you, and I can also give you a reroll.
Is there anyone else who's better at charisma or intelligence on that group?
Or sneaking.
Sounds like that's not the case.
Great. Yeah, I probably
I
should
do
have
not
spoken
have
to them.
lead, however, I do have connect. If that would.
Nope.
think.
I have connect too, but that's not.
This is very much leading into a combat scenario, right?
This is
Oh, would you look at that?
yeah, this is basically just explaining to them what your plan is and bringing them on board. You won't be able to re-roll any of their rolls because they weren't involved in the planning stage, but they're not going to be a hindrance. They'll be able to act tactically with you.
Hey, buddy. Hey, Dex.
Yeah.
We put their mag rifles in the Marauder for them to take back to them, right?
Oh,
Good point.
you can have, but they have mag rifles.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's how you do it.
They had more guns.
You just keep going back for more guns.
I'm under the impression they just took
Hold
their
on,
guns back
Hold
when they
on.
left.
I was gonna say, do we just check the armory? It's like, oh, the mag rifles aren't there anymore.
No, they're there.
Oh, okay. That was like some Phantom Thief scenario.
No, I would have put the mag rifles back in the because I didn't know that was gonna happen. So
Yeah, no, that's fine. When Jack's out of the Marauder, Jack also saw that they had the mag rifles as they were approaching the Marauder when they didn't know what the Marauder was.
okay, well there's still 5 mag rifles in the Marauder because I don't think I knew that either.
Yeah, no, they seem to be fully equipped again. They're on board.
On the dupe glitch.
They
Yeah, it's like
they know the
great.
plan. Now one part that I'm a little bit uncertain of is the Raza descending going to be the cue for the strike team to approach the ship?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's the biggest signal we can give, right?
Yep.
All right. Charlie,
Are there
why don't you
speak-
give me a sneak check? Sneak
Are there
dex?
speakers? Are there speakers on the
Okay.
outside of the ship?
Yeah, but they're not like megaphone speakers.
Bum, ba, 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 ba,
Oh,
ba, ba.
God. Charlie can lead a team approach to a perimeter that will not get you immediately seen by whoever's inside that ship. The cargo gate is down for loading, and you see 3 armed and armored guards that are not helping with any loading, that are basically just standing there being guards.
How dare they?
I know, right? Um,
I was going to say, if it does come to a shootout, or if it comes to blows, I would like to be in a little bit different location from the others, just to kind of lead not quite sniper support.
okay. That would leave Jack and Nova approaching the ship. So, slow me down or stop me if I've misinterpreted your plan, but the Raza swoops down. Nemesis goes ahead and does a somewhat difficult DC 10 or difficulty 10 program/int check to jam outgoing communications in a area large enough to cover the frigate.
Not
And-
hacking, I suppose.
Not hacking, sorry. There you go.
Yeah.
And as the Raza is swooping down, Charlie is already in a position farther away. He doesn't have to move. Nova and Jack advance on the cargo hold, the open cargo hold, with guns drawn. Is that correct?
Correct.
Guns drawn and up. Nova helps herself to one of those mag rifles.
Mm-hmm.
And then over the speakers you hear, "And throw down your guns, or I'll kill every last motherfucking one of you."
No. This is the Raza.
Oh, come on.
Come on. No.
All
this is
right,
the
fine.
Raza. Stand down
Um,
and surrender your ship or be annihilated.
You do have support from the idols. It's not just Jack and Nova.
Shouldn't Android be there too?
Yeah.
No, they nixed Android, replaced Android with Nova, I thought.
No, it was both.
Oh,
We
okay.
added both.
That's
That's
like
why Android was driving the ship.
right. No,
Jack
we said
and
we
Android.
said
Gotcha.
yeah.
That's why we're at 9 instead of 10. Because if Android was with us, we would have 10.
Okay. But the Russian crew is not with them.
No, the
No.
Russian crew's with us.
Okay. There are some shots fired and exchanged. The guards, one of the guards, foolishly fires off a shot at. Let's see. I've got 8 of you.
Oh god, let it shoot at the Raza so we can laugh at him.
The first 6. Sorry, I've got 8 of you. The first 5 are the idols. 6 is Android, 7 is Nova, and 8 is Jack.
Alright, Jack.
Okay.
It was fun while you were here. It was fun while you were here, though.
Oh, Jack, you gotta
Hit the
leave from the back.
road, Jack, and don't you come back no more,
Oh
no
my
more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
Oh, that's fine.
So-
It's fine.
And there are other shots from the guards in response to being fired upon. On your side, Nova is very quick to pull the trigger as well. She probably hadn't even processed the fact that one of them shot by the time she was already shooting. Um,
Not interested in surrender. We got it.
Yeah, so it wasn't the reaction. She was just a little bit slower than them. And there are now 3 dead bodies in that cargo hold, and none of you have taken a hit.
All right. Yeah, I repeat. This is the captain of the starship Raza. Surrender or blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah.
The camera pans over to me at the piloting station, just making the jerk off motion.
Yeah, no, Jai actually started. Jai just started saying blah blah blah. That's canon.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, no, the drill here. Let's get this over with.
Do you
Yeah.
guys want me to take a couple extra minutes to narrate the end of this, or would you like to leave it on a cliffhanger?
Let's go ahead and narrate the end of this.
You guys just don't like
I got
cliffhangers,
time.
do you? I love cliffhangers.
You know what?
Cliffhangers
You know
are
what,
They're
Jack?
good.
illegal.
You know what,
Cliffhangers
Jack?
are good, but only when they're properly dramatic and we don't know what's going to happen next.
Okay, fair enough. Jai gets a hail from the ship.
All right. Yeah, I answer it.
I figured you would. It is the ship's pilot. He is telling you that he surrenders, that there are another 2 of not Little John's, Joseph's guards on the ship, and he wants them killed before they kill him.
Perfect. All right. Yeah.
Lock the pilot door. Turn off the engines.
Yeah. Lock the door. Turn off the engines. Do not open the door until you receive a hail from me.
He complies.
Open
You hear the Raza detects that the engines have been shut down, and over the comm you hear them trying to access his door with
Alright.
firearms.
That's-
if he could
And they
open
kill
every
themselves
other
with
door.
Ricochet.
Yeah, if he could open every other door, can he do that? Is that possible?
That's not usually something that I associate with bridge controls. An interlinked android could, but that's not something that I necessarily assume that the bridge can open or close doors throughout the ship.
It shouldn't matter too much. It's a free merchant. They're not.
Right.
They're like. They're like
a
Millennium
cargo
Falcon
hold and-
sides.
Yeah, they're a cargo hold plus piloting.
Yeah, this isn't something that I was going to tactically work out. I'm going to ask for a shoot check from Jack as the leader of the assault team. Shoot with whatever ability score you think is most appropriate to taking your team into tight quarters and assaulting 2 guards who will know that you're coming.
I think I think Jack in this situation is going to try to go for speed over like any, just like blitz them and hope that they're more distracted with like trying to get into the pilot's chambers than like trying to stop it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with dexterity.
Okay. This is part of the plan. I will let you
Administer it.
administer.
They give us a
I
10.
love it.
Do you want to re-roll it?
That is still a success, but
Okay.
you could be more successful.
Reroll lets you pick the best one anyway, right?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
All right, reroll it.
Use the plan re-roll.
Takes us
Uh,
5 hours to set
This
this
isn't a
up.
reroll for Nemesis. This is a Nemesis succeeded on the 8 check. So what this
That
is,
would bring it up to a 10.
I'm sorry.
10. I guess we could be more successful than a 10 there, right?
You could
Yep.
be more successful than a 10. So Epsilon, if you
Reroll
want
it,
to
Jack.
re-roll that with a +1 bonus.
Oh, we have a +1 bonus. Okay.
Mhm.
give me a
Yeah.
second.
Because of the success on the aid. Still carries over.
Yeah.
There we-
That's
Yay.
significantly better. And you hear half of the question, "What's going on?" And you hear, "What's good?" before Jack and Nova, who is very eager in this charge. In fact, Nova was the chaos element in this plan. She was the element that Jack had to consider the most when trying to make sure that nobody got injured, because she's bloodthirsty right here. She's angry. She's shooting through tears, which is not helping her aim.
Wow.
Say that
Steve-
I am redirecting her strong emotions, not like trying to contain them.
Oh yeah,
You
no,
know?
it was
Just like,
possible anyways. But yeah, there's 2 new corpses, one of which has 2 additional shots fired into it, probably damaging the ship more than anything else because the guy was dead after the first shot. Nova shot him a couple more times with a mag rifle.
So next we can exercise more chaos control.
You guys have stormed the ship. You've killed all the guards, and the pilot and Kim Do share a shaky glance between them, and then hug.
No, that's fun. Are we about to get an actual pilot?
Yeah. Let's hope so.
You could certainly try to hire him as well.
oh,
The, I mean, the
just wanna
problem
say-
is we now have a frigate that we need piloted.
By the way, I just want to say that I was entirely prepared to not stop Nova from killing the pilot.
The pilot doesn't come out immediately. There's some time that he lets the situation cool down. He is also from EGO, so he clearly is versed in violent conflicts.
It's all about blood running hot.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll land the Raza while we figure out what we're gonna do next.
Okay.
Do any of these guards armor look like, girl sized?
Um.
Because I don't have an armored vac suit. Now I really fucking want one. Because we get in all kinds of trouble.
Their armor is ruined.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Got holes all over.
It's got mag rifle.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we could put together an armored vac suit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could
those
build
aren't
one.
hard.
We've got a fancy workshop on a cruiser-sized ship. We could
we-
definitely build a vac suit.
Don't we not have a workshop? We have a lab.
Workshop too.
I thought the workshop was broken. Is it not?
No, we fixed it up. We even paid like extra to get it all.
Oh
get
my
it.
God. I am so I cannot remember anything that happens.
Live in
game.
the workshop? That's what I
Yeah.
thought. Like,
Yeah, basically.
There
How
is
does Zoe of all people not remember that?
one more level of upgrade you can do to the workshop. So that
That's
might
what
be
it was.
throwing you off.
Yeah.
But right now, yeah, it's a well functional workshop.
Shoot, I'm gonna make myself some assault armor. Hell yeah. It's gonna be pink.
Like hot pink or neon pink?
It's gonna be-
Volcano Los.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be pink. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
That stuff.
Can't be both.
Oh, it's under reports.
But around all the edges, it's gonna look like white lace.
Boy.
Have you guys seen my special jumpsuit? I don't know. I have one good pair of clothes, and it's pink with frills. I don't know why. I didn't pick it, but
I mean, that's not a problem. Sorry, like that's fine.
yeah. All right. Well, that was surprisingly smooth. I'm glad that worked.
Yeah, you guys came up with a plan, and with overwhelming force and anger,
Yeah.
completely overran them.
Good job. We are successful pirates.
I did
Actually,
not
successful
feel like
pirates.
a fight of 9 or 10 versus their 5 was worth rolling out in combat. I hope.
Particularly not since we have the jump on them.
Well, we
Yeah.
had the jump on them. We also had an equipment advantage if we actually decided to use the Raz's weapons or just the Marauders' heavy weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they were in a fortified position, so they could have like done something, but
Yeah, but they were
not
also
when we get the jump on them. Yeah, like
they
three
were
of them
also-
were dead before they even knew there was a fight going on.
right, and then they were also locked out of their main like possible fortified position trying to get in, so they were kind of exposed.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, next time I hope to learn more about this pilot, and all that. We'll see where this goes.
Oh, I should know. Also, know we got a bunch of cargo in this thing, probably.
Yeah, you
Oh,
got
yeah.
the cargo that they had already collected on their own.
I just want to say this Little John guy really screwed up. Is it Lily John or Little John? 'Cause I keep
Lily
hearing-
John.
Okay, because I keep
We
hearing.
can call them Little John though.
Lil,
What's he gonna do about it? You know.
it's gonna be
Kill
a whole rap name.
Bleed all over the ship.
Well, we're gonna find out because we're about to go to AGO.
Nemesis
Gimme-
did
gimme a go.
capture or did jam some attempted outgoing communications.
So we'll get into all that next time.
Yes.